here. Boom. That. Oh, it's so adorable. I didn't even see her poses. Anyways, this. And this, and this. A little bit down, up, down. God damn it. This. All right. Okay. Hi, ladies. Wait a minute. We're running back. I can't see the chat. Shit. God damn it. There it is. Now if I load back in, will my thing be gone? No, it's good. Okay, we're okay. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream, baby. We have a stream today. All right. I went out and I got some weird boba tea, and we're gonna try some of it in the stream at some point. I already had one, and I'm not sure if I'm into the weird like grape things. Anyways, tapioca apparently. Regardless, the other thing that I really want to ask you guys about is, what do you guys think about Yoimiya? Because I don't want to say shit too soon. I just really want to hear what y'all think, what y'all are feeling right now. Also, let me know if the audio is peaking. Forgive me if it is. But yes. Chloe says, you best not be hating on boba tea. I mean, Chloe, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will say, though, the little orb things do taste very nutty. Yeah, I didn't think it would taste like a very like almonds or like, yeah, there's like a nutty taste to it, and it's pretty goddamn strong. I find myself liking the tea, but not the orbs. The orbs, I'm like, you kind of got a weird taste to it. Also, let the chatbot thing warm up before we use that, because it's gonna take a little minute, I think. Also, let me zoom in a little bit because you're so far away, so goddamn far away. Also, we do have things to do. I have not touched Theater Mechanicus, but we're not going to do that just yet. Right now, I'm kind of, with Yoimiya, I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what to do exactly. Because, yeah, I basically leveled up all of the talent materials I could yesterday, but not today. What's good, Nanny? Boom! But yes, I think we're going to go farm for more of the set for Yoimiya. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very curious to see how y'all feel about Yoimiya. Is she good? Is she perfect? Like, in terms of balance, that's what I want. That's what I'm curious about, I should say. Anyways, also, by the way, what's good, Carlos? What's good, Carlos? The Carlos is off hunting down his cat. Best of luck, Carlos. Hopefully I can see you tonight as well. But goddamn, I'm hoping you find that cat, because that's probably nerve-wracking and scary. Also, what's good, Azel? Azel says, hello, everyone. Love to see you, Azel. Love the weird Oni mask as well. The ball is my favorite part, says Chloe. I mean, it just tastes like a little much. Like, it disturbs my taste, and then like I get bombarded with a thing going down. You know, I'm not even gonna say it. I feel like I talked to you about this. I know where it's gonna go. I know you replied before it even happens. Nub says push-ups. Well, no, Nub, it's redeem, or it's exclamation redeem push-ups. I think that's how it goes, and they're not capped, but there is a space in between redeem and push-ups. No, you did it. But also, it took a little time for the one bot to enter the chat. So, oh, also, no, but you might not have enough points. So you may have to type in exclamation point points to see your amount. No, it happened. It is. All right. We have 1 push-ups redeemed. Boom, it works. But it's on a timer, assholes. Just like Twitch, you rat people. Anyway, you sadistic fucks. But it should pop up on my thing. There should have been like a on my goddamn Twitch thing. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I just gotta check. Actually, no, it doesn't work. Actually, what to do? How to check is basically where I'm at. Okay. Wait, well, apparently not. What the fuck is this? Okay, well, shit. We're gonna hit this cap real fucking fast. I need 666 and I only have 12. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, is that why it said it unsuccessfully for Nub? Oh, I see. So Nub said no. So it didn't count, but Nanny does have enough point. I'm gonna come back. Oh, it's whatever. If I just can't see it, it's fine. Well, they're supposed to be like whenever that happens, which is probably gonna be annoying. But yes. The push-up one it works. The other one's like high five, where there's an actual, like, I can eventually make a sound where it's like whoosh, some stupid nonsense thing that I can hear and be like, oh, that's the sound that says do the thing. Anywho, this. Also, well, let's wait. Let's wait to have the whole thing before we get it done. All right. Azel says, "Oh, boba is good. Really like the one coffee with bubbles. And okay, I got this one that I already drank. It looks super bright, but it's just basically matcha thing. And then I got this one that is, and it says queen on it. So I feel like a queen. Anyways, but yeah, this is a brown sugar. I don't know if that's going to be disgusting or not, but you know, we'll try it eventually. And I have not speared that one with the. I do like the gimmicky thing of it, like just smashing a straw through the lid. That's pretty dope. You know, a little dose of violence every now and again. Also, no one said anything about fucking Yoimiya. Everyone's just using that, which is awesome. Honestly, use the channel points. This took a little bit of time to set up, actually. Nub says, I don't have any points. Yes, Nub, I could give you some points, though. And I probably should, like, there's certain things that I think you can do, like you can do heists and pulls and all those things. You can also give points to people that I haven't enabled. But I have the heists and stuff, I'm not sure if it's actually enabled. There, subscribed. But it's not mean, it's weird. Whenever you're on Twitch, that means like, oh my fucking shit. But when you're on YouTube, it's a little like, okay. It's like following, you know, it's nice. Nice says, he didn't have enough points, but I do. Okay, so we have one still marked. I'll count that one as good. Lone Syndicate says, let me tell you the luck with my polls in the 13 multis. I got 4 to 5. What? That's insane, man. That puts me to shame. Also, where's my cursor? I hate when it does this. Let me go. I want to play Yoimiya, and I don't want to die. So we're going to do this, and it's almost certainly not going to work out. Also, me and... Oh, do you build up Sayu? I'll be honest, my side did not have enough points to survive. Also, what's good, Ling? I seen your message come up beforehand. I'm sorry to interact with you sooner, but yeah, forgive me. Lonsky says, I love Yoimiya. Okay, love to hear it. I want to hear more things. Even good or bad, doesn't matter. I genuinely want to know what people be feeling when it comes to Yoimiya. Aza says, for me, she is like Klee pretty much. More fluid, but needs either Bido to do AoE. Okay, Aza. Barry, what's good, Barry? Barry says, oh, I realized you were streaming on YouTube. Now, yeah, we stream on basically 2 days a week on YouTube, 1 time at Twitch. So Saturday is our day on Twitch. Not sure if you remember, but I used to stop by on Twitch, like over every 6 months. Oh, it's Morgan. Yeah, I know Morgan. What's good, Morgan? I was like, I'm not sure if I know Barely or Burial, but I know Morgan. What's good, Morgan? Azel says, also, I know a Morgan on my PS4 account who I messaged a couple years back. And I think that might be you. Azel says, brown sugar is less sweet, more healthy. Is it? Well, that's like, I looked into boba to see if it's like good for you, because like what's with the little bulbs? And the whatever it's called, tapioca, I don't think it's better for you. It's just, apparently it contributes to weight gain and all this. Also, what have you done, Lone Syndicate? Or Nanny, what have you done? What is this? God damn it. Our 1 DPS decided to nope up out of this. I will say, Yoimiya does feel like a character where you do have to actually play somewhat well, although I don't think I ever built enough to play in co-op and feel good about it. Whoosh! And then we're going to do this and tank with Bennett, because Bennett is our basically tank, because Yoimiya is a fucking made of paper mache, just absolute gets eviscerated by just about everything. Which is not great, but anyways, this, and hit it, and explode, die. What's happening? What am I getting fucked up for? Oh, I'm getting lightning thrown at me by the one little slime thing. We haven't even taken down one slime thing, guys. Feels a little bad, a little rough. All right, we're gonna end it, do one of these. I think the timer already went off, so that the attack bonus is not prevalent, which sucks. Feels real bad. Still not enough time. I think now it's enough time. All right, good. Go. Massive 8K, guys, 5K. I'm totally not in like a period where I'm genuinely like, God damn it. I as much as I like this character, she's not built enough to make me feel good about it, you know? So like I just miss playing a Razor because Razor's a fucking bad bitch who deals like 21k to 31k when he hits crit, and I'm just like, I miss you, my boy, because I know, because my girl ain't there yet. she needs a lot of help. Oh. Num says, why you no play back? I thought the beta was closed. I would have tried the beta because it was open beta, but I never got around to it. Nub, what do you call it? I think it was Lone Syndicate or Nanny, or maybe Carthage. One of you guys were telling me about it beforehand, and I regret not getting into it. But I thought I missed the beta, and then I kind of seen gameplay trickles for YouTube, and I was like, wait, is it still going? Is it like even like how much time is it? And then I just kind of had other stuff going on in my life, so I was like, fuck, and then I didn't get back to it. You can get it now? Like, is it like the beta? Is it free to start the open beta now, Nub, or do I have to like pre-order the game? I'll do it. How long is it going to be going for? Now he says, did you change the amount of points we get every 5 minutes, or is it still only 4? How much? I was going to ask you that at the end of the stream. Now I'm not sure if you can hold true to the end of the stream, but I wanted to like readjust the point gain and all that stuff to what is remotely fair. I think it'd be cool if people were here for 5 minutes, you would get to redeem, what is it called? The high five, basically. So if you're just here for a little bit, you could torture me. Just a little bit. But yeah. Oh, give me 1 sec. I gotta catch up on... fuck, I hate when I have to, like, scroll up on chat. I'll be right back. I just want to catch up on... Because I asked you guys about Yoimiya, so I want to double check and read this shit. Carthage says, I've been looking for all afternoon since I found her. She's probably going out. Tired, I'm depressed, I'm scared. I want my kid. Yeah, I hope you get her back, man. Keep me posted. I hope, again, yeah, that's, imagine a horrible experience. Carlos says, I like the way she plays. I finished her build, but I did 64k with Vaporize. I didn't expect that much. She's balanced, not the second Ganyu or Hu Tao, but she doesn't want to. Yeah, Xingqiu and Baido are bonkers with her. Okay. Also, I'll love to hear it. Carlos Adil says Xingqiu does well with Yoimiya. Baido, on the other hand, works really well, and because of this, I feel she is going to be good with Ball. Okay, love it. Keep hit me with that shit, because I do want to hear all about it. You can get Lone Syndicate says the bet is back. It ends at the 16th. Oh, okay. Oh, so we got like all this weekend. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so I can definitely play. Okay, awesome. I will. I was interested in playing another game actually recently because I'm kind of playing the same shit. This. Yeah, man, I just feel like I don't need to read this way. I'm not trying to give my opinion before I hear all your guys', but I do think her ultimate. But when you finally start feeling like you're getting cooking, it's over, and you're like, well, that's fun. And also this. What the fuck is this? Why is it even in her fucking kit if it's so fucking shit? I'm so happy with Yoimiya. I'm not trying. Tell me what you feel about it. I need you, to be honest. I'm on like the cuff of making a video, and I don't want to be. Well, I tend to try to find an angle to understand why I feel the way, because I could be absolutely wrong. But yes. As far as I'm aware, it's going to be okay. Gotcha. Spark says stopping by to say hi. Love to see you, Spark. Thanks so much. Hopefully, having a lovely day. It's so chewy. I think you're supposed to swallow them. That just feels like you're swallowing pellets. What's good, Dill? Hope you're having a lovely day. How's your day been? Week been? You need sleep? You go ahead and get sleep then, Sparks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do one more of these. Well, maybe we should just burn all my resin first before we do the whole thing. What's good, second? I just woke up from my nap. Yeah, I was about to say second. I thought you told us last week that today, Fridays, we're not gonna be able to show up because you're going to get into schooling, or is that happening not yet? You just let me know ahead of time. Appreciate that. The beta is starting yesterday, and it's free. Awesome, and it's gonna go till 3 more days. Okay. Spark says needs sleep. Yeah, right. People are telling the company to extend the duration. Hell yeah. Honestly, like that, I feel like that's kind of the play. Like, I don't know, because it seems like a game that people would love to have like a consistent, because it seems like the fundamentals largely are there. I know it's buggy, but I feel like it's the kind of game I don't know if people would be upset with the process of like slowly starting to understand it and unlock it. And yes, also I did not time the execution of my alt in a great, well, I guess I did, but yeah. I will say I'm getting good at iframing things because, like I said, Yoimiya made a paper, just absolutely eviscerated without Bennett, and also just the ability to dodge in a window of time that is relevant. Boom. I'm not gonna waste my ult on this one. We're gonna let it charge all the way up. Also, Yoimiya is just like, let me just walk backwards, and she refuses to like fold ever. They'll say, what's up? Not do my deal. We talking about Yoimiya. How you feel about her? This and then this. Unless he says Yoimiya is not the best character in the game, but by any means, but she is still fun. Like in the mix of DPS, mixed with support. Surprisingly, I found her best person to pair with is Ayaka. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Ayaka and Ball, people are assuming as well, because this will kind of be like your off the field, on the field. Overlord's really good. Overload is really good. So yeah, which I could see. Azel says, let's put it like this. Both Klee and Yoimiya both can't vaporize as good as other characters. That's why their potential gets lowered. Okay. So when I say I'm not trying to be pretentious, to me, I want to be like, okay, but here's this. But I want to make sure you guys tell me, because again, I want to make sure I'm hearing what everyone else is saying and thinking. Because for me, I'm not gonna say what I say just yet, but I just give me a minute. I want to hear what everyone's thinking first. He just said, let me put, but please, I will ask you guys again, and if you guys could reiterate the things you think are good about her, because I probably will forget a lot of things you guys are saying right now, because we're trying to multitask. Also, Sega, my class starts in 51 minutes. Oh, get to class then, Sega, but thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, have a lovely school day. Study hard, although, man, schooling is a whole thing. Good luck is where I'm at. Just incredible woman, Sekiri, getting after it. I wish there was a better cue that says your ult's, like your E's done, because it's kind of still like, is it still up? I can only, oh yeah, there's the little wispy things around her. Well, it's honestly not that helpful, but anyways. I love that she has no downtime with her attacks, though. It does just make you feel like feels great in that regard. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna stagger him with my E and try to get my particles back. Azel says, yeah, Ayaka and Yoimiya work really good together. Yeah, that's why I seen Tiha talk about that, or Tenha make a video about that, and it looked really good. Sega says, I just noticed, so I can be here for an hour. Oh my god, this thing is too much. You also, dedicate time. Yeah, I feel like I can't take up that much of your time. You know what I mean? You're already doing so much. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go fast travel to the point, and then we're gonna do this stupid part of the video where basically, for those guys who are unaware, we'll continue to play Genshin. All right, what's good, Fluff? Always good to see you, buddy. We're gonna teleport here, and we're just gonna chill for a hot minute. Okay. I'm gonna actually like make a nice background real quick. This, get some god rays up in here. I'm assuming my boys will come and hang out with me, give a weird smile thing. This, sure, and that. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Nub says, honestly, I feel like they could leave it open and just call it a demo. Oh, okay, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd also be work. Carlos says, I feel like Yoimiya is the character that really needs a special team for her best DPS build. The cooldowns with her elemental skill seem to have a lot within the rotation you can get back. Okay, yeah, no, I can see that too. Yeah, again, I've heard that too in like video wise, where people are saying like Yoimiya is very team build oriented. Like her weakness is the fact that she needs team people. Yeah, I have a reply to that, but again, we're holding back a little bit. We're waiting. Which, by the way, I do want it to be a comment. Like I'm not holding back to be a McKay. Also, secondly, it is redeem push-ups is what it is. Oh, but you're checking your point total. Gotcha. I don't know why it's not working. Weird. Oh, it is. It just takes a little bit of minutes. Gotcha. Dill says, I feel good, just found out. I passed my exam. Nice, Dill. Love to hear it, buddy. Hazel says, Yoimiya is an expensive DPS. Okay. Look at my Sayu in action. I haven't seen it yet, Lone Syndicate. Did you get her C6? I bet you did, you filthy motherfucker. I mean Sayu, by the way. Sega says, I hate bow users, but Yoimiya is someone that I don't hate. Okay. Mr. Phil says, personally think she's good but not great as a DPS, like 6.10 for main DPS role, as my Eula will with some stats can do about the same numbers with no vaporize as the team with Yoimiya. That's a good. I would agree with a lot of that, Phil. I would agree with a lot of that. And to me, we're waiting. We got a stupid segment that I went uptown and I spent like, what is this, $12, which is not a lot, but it's still to do. So we're gonna do that. Phil says, I like her and she's good enough to clear what's there at the moment, but probably might unlock with newer characters. Oh, but her potential might get unlocked with newer characters? Okay. Yeah, I've heard Atsu say, or Asian Guy Games, talk about how he very much thinks that, which makes sense, Ball will unlock her potential because you'll be able to do Overload with 100% uptime and also invest stupid amounts into either energy recharge or critical damage and not have this weird, like, elemental weirdness holding you back. So crit rate and stuff could be valuable on top of elemental or energy recharge, sorry. And she could also play as like a sub DPS in that role because I think her damage scales off of weird things. Anyways, which I also think that's pretty on the mark. I definitely need to increase the amount of points y'all get, because Seki's been here for two streams. She got 32. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Well, hopefully Nanny sticks it out and can help me manage it, or maybe everyone can, honestly, because everyone knows. I just know Nanny is one of the people who constantly is using the channel points, so I know he has a pretty good gauge of what is too much and what is maybe too little, and I'm sure he'll stack the odds in his favor, which I would expect. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go Big Cam for this. Where is it? Big Cam. There we go. Hiya. A little too close, to be honest. But so for those guys who were not in the loop, essentially, I kept asking you guys about what is this weird fad called? It's like boba tea, and I was like, is it good? What is this? And I've seen people drink it, and I'm like, it looks kind of like a fun weird thing. I want to try it. So this is really overexposed, but it's basically matcha boba tea. You can see the little nasty bulbs in their tapioca, whatever they are. In there. So I had this one today because I was just like, fuck it, if I'm going uptown, I'm gonna have one of these. And it's okay. So I asked you guys what the hell this stuff tastes like, because I was like, is it something to it? And basically, you guys didn't really tell me about this, but the weird tapioca things have like kind of a strong, like, hitting taste. Like they're kind of like, the only way I can describe it is like a nutty taste. But it's not nutty, you know, it's not like almonds or anything like that. But it's got like that same kind of like distinct weird, you can like taste it in the middle of like a whirlwind of taste. So you can be like, there's that, you know? And the texture, my dude, is a little weird. I've never experienced something that is like this texture ever. If you have one of these stupid bulbs at the end or at the bottom of the cup, it tastes like it's impossible to break down. I've chewed it like 80 times and it did not lose its form. That's a being said. You can eventually break it down, but it's like hella weird. Anyways, this one, taste test. I just got a bunch of fucking weird bulbs in my mouth. Yes, guys, your boy's got balls in his mouth. Thanks. Chewing them is just a fucking false effort. You just gotta swallow them and hope for the best. Ugh. Also, you're supposed to stir it because it all like weird divides itself. Anyways, point being, it's okay. It's fine. I'll be honest. I like the liquid that they make. Like, I like the tea. I'm not a fan of the gimmick of like, here's some shit. Also, apparently these are really not good for you. So it's like, what the fuck is the whole point? I thought it would be healthy or something because it's tea or some shit. Anyways. So, this is the other one. This is like ice. It looks like iced coffee. About two. This one is brown sugar tea, whatever the fuck that is. I would assume it's like tea with some brown sugar in it and a bunch of random nonsense. So we're gonna have some of that and see what it's like. Oh, but apparently you need to shake the shit out of this because it's all stuck together. This is $12. But oh, by the way, why is fucking like white girl shit so goddamn expensive? This shit was $6 for one drink. I could have gotten like, what is that? Like a whole bunch of energy drinks and all that kind of shit. I could have got a bunch of donuts, like a fucking 2 massive trays of donuts. Like what is happening? You got a little snack, says Ling Ling. This one? I don't know. We're gonna try this one. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. And then we're gonna get back into talking and playing Genshin. I was like, I talked to you guys about this like 5 streams in a row. I wanted to see what it was all about. I had a minute of time today to go uptown and see what's up. And we're doing this. And I'm sorry for everyone who was really engaged with the Yoimiya conversation, which we'll be having probably for like 2 weeks here, because yes, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Anyways, also this part's the best. Just that. Just like get fucked. Just like your daily dose of, hey, I needed to hurt something. Boom, a lid. And it feels pretty good. All right, brown sugar. Let's see. That one's better because the matcha doesn't like mess with the weird like nutty taste of the weird seeds. So this one's okay. It's also iced, so it feels refreshing. Stitch says, "Yo, some sour boba tea is amazing." Ew, sour? What does that mean? Oh, you got like sour gummy bear things? Yeah, because there's different tapioca things, right? All right, we're back. Sorry. Wrong thing. That's still the wrong thing. Where is it? This one. No, I hit the wrong goddamn thing. Remote. This. Are we back? We're back. Sorry. So whole combination. All right. Actually, I want to condense a little more resin. I think I didn't condense my thing yet. If we go over here, this, yes, I didn't condense that yet, so we'll do that. Although, man, yeah, I want to still talk about the whole Yoimiya thing. I want to hear you guys' thoughts a little bit more before I jump in. But also, I feel like it's probably best to like talk back and forth with you guys because I feel like I'm gonna forget a lot of like the points I'm thinking of as I'm reading, which is fair. This right here. Phil says, I like her, and she's good enough to clear with the moment. Oh, right, I read that. Angel says, yeah, Ball, Ayaka, or any other character that could keep up with her. Okay. I feel like, just like a little bit of my thing is I feel like I'm not asking for her to be like the best damage dealer ever. I think she feels great, and then she feels absolute shit. I think she feels so good. But then, and I think M-Tash talked about this, and I agree with him a lot on it. But like, just as your E's cooking, then it dies down. And it feels like she's like directly contrast and balanced to some extent by Hu Tao. And Hu Tao, I think they have the same a lot of time to deal damage, except Hu Tao has charge attacks, which can fuck shit up, which makes sense because guess who also has charge attacks? Yoimiya. But for whatever reason, guess whose charge attacks suck fucking ass? Yoimiya. Why? I think it's because her ults are fucking support ult, and it just makes her fucking useless. Your charge attacks. They're like, yeah, your fucking ult is a support ult. Everything else is off the table. You're gonna be an eighth of what everyone else is. You fucking idiot. Anyways, I'm talking about like the developers talking to like a person. You know what I mean? But it's like, Anyways, so to me, when I say buff, I don't want like her to be reworked. I think she's really good as she is. I just hate that her E feels like it's just as you're having fun, it drops, and you're like, well, fuck. Everything how I have her built is great. And then there's the other aspect of things of like, man, I feel like there is a mass hypnotized weird shit with all content creators at the moment, where people are having arguments or debates, I shouldn't say arguments, debates or conversations about things which both people are not talking about. So people generalize, I think, on like a lot of different topics. And yeah, and then he says, why did you leave? I'll say, I don't know. Maybe we should wait. I'm even here by myself. Hot damn. I'll back up, but yeah, what do you call it? I don't know what I was saying. Some shit. Oh, right. I keep hearing like people have conversations that I don't think anyone is necessarily having. Like people talking about how, I think people are talking about, is Yoimiya weak? That's like the main argument. And then people are talking about like, well, wait, are you like a meta slave, or like she can clear everything in the game? And I'm like, we're not talking. That's not what we're talking about. That's not my question. My question is Yoimiya weak? How do you answer said question? You compare her to things that she is similar to, and maybe in the argument could be that maybe you shouldn't compare Yoimiya to Hu Tao, which I'm totally okay with. But let's compare her to another fire DPS, basically. And then the other complaint and the kind of fucking struggle I'm having, man. Not struggle, but like the content creators go off constantly about how you should not participate in the weapon banner. Like the weapon banner is a scam. It's a joke. Don't do it. And they constantly talk about that aspect of her kit. Sorry. They constantly talk about how like you shouldn't invest in the weapon banner, but then you see people like all I've been seeing this week is people fighting the cryo Vegestrine, the cryo little flower, and then I've been seeing people use a 5-star bow on her. One in which is like the perfect amalgamation of both things. And this is the one other thing. Yoimiya has so many things that are like boxes checked. You need an artifact set that gives you 50% bonus damage, and it shaves off your ult, functionally making your ult not usable for like a couple seconds until you get enough a charge or whatnot. So you have that massive surge of damage, okay? And then you have the surge of your weapon. So there's a weapon that's in the game currently that came in Inazuma that buffs up your normal attack and charge attack damage if you have full ult. And then there's the rust, which is in boot, buffs up your normal attack, which is great. My point is that you were leveraging like so much damage amplification, and then you're able to kind of get a little bit lower than a Hu Tao. So you're able to do damage, but not without full sending everything. And then the other thing is that if Yoimiya, and this is by definition to what Mahoyo has listed her as, she's a burst DPS or a burst. Well, maybe I'm wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure even in her upgrade tree, she is a burst DPS. If the whole point of a burst DPS, is it's not that you're just limited by time. It's like Hu Tao, where you have less time to deal damage, and that's not it. It's you have less time to deal damage, so you deal good damage, but then you're down. So you need to switch off and play another character that's good, but maybe not great, and etc. But that's the way things, at least in my opinion, seem to be scaled. And if that's not the case, then why is a burst character a burst character? It's just like, hey, their character has a small window to deal damage, and also can deal a little bit good damage, but then that's it. So stuff like that to me is a little lost. But anyways, I do want to quickly burn this res, and then I'll ask you guys, because it does look like you guys are firing off in the chat, and I kind of want to hear about it. And this is my other thing. So there's the question of, is Yoimiya weak? And then there's the argument of, well, no, not necessarily, because she can do everything in the game. So what is weakness? And again, it's like, that's not how you determine how someone's power level is. You determine what you can attain, and if the other things you can attain you could have gotten with the same artifact, the same investment, that same power level. That doesn't mean she's unusable. I think this is what I mean by like the community is thoroughly scattered, in my opinion, where it's just like we're not having the same conversations. People keep in the pursuit to say that she's okay. People keep having, in my opinion, different conversations. Anyways, the other thing, so I have that question of, is Yoimiya weak? And then I would argue how you would go about answering that question, and you might have a different way of doing it, which I'd love to hear about. But the other thing is, answer me this. In 2 to 3, like, because right now I think people are in the come up, the glow of a new character, right? In maybe, let's say a month, let's say 1 month, do you think, or maybe no, because some character, let's say 2 months, let's say after Ball and the healer, do you guys think that Yoimiya will even be top, like in the half of the top of the 5 stars? So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, people right now are like, she's usable. If you were to compare her to even just her own people, her own situation, do you think she is in the top part of it? And some people might say yes. I don't know. I lean on the fact that I think she won't be. I think she'll be in a couple months when the people are less excited about her, people will honestly diagnose what she is and what she can do, and realize that she is the master of none, but she can do everything. So she does everything, but she's not great at anything, and that is also a problem. You know how like there's an aspect of what do you call it? There's an aspect of the community in. So I don't know why I backed. Oh right, because Lone Syndicate was here. What was I saying? Some other thing. I completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, yeah, let's retreat now. But actually, well, maybe we should do one more of this just so we're not on top of each other. Also, you want to use Yoimiya? We can. I'll use Razor. And my thing is like there are videos of people hitting really, really good damage with Yoimiya. I see people using like man, the day one that I was watching Tectone, and I seen Tectone like use a C6 Huey. I think it was C6, might not have been, but I thought it was C6. But I thought he had a really powerful leveled up weapon, and it looked great. It looked like holy fuck. It like Yoimiya just blitzkrieged someone and just eviscerated like a giant katana wielding knight. And I'm like, fuck, that's brutal. You just wrecked that person. But then there was also other things at play, like it was raining, like it constantly rains in Inazuma. So the person was able to constantly trigger Vaporize. So again, that's the other part of like the whole YouTube thing that I'm frustrated with, is it seems like Yoimiya is getting this weird treatment where people are like, it's like a mass, like people are showing her on the cryo plants, and certain shit like that. And I've just never seen it to this extent where it's just like, well, wait, I don't feel like. Yeah, and again, we'll see in a month. My thing is, in a month, I think people will have a massive shift in the way that she is now placed. With this being said, though, again, this is not one of the things that, again, I think it's frustrating for me. Is I think people are having the wrong discussion or the wrong conversation about a lot of this stuff. Like people are saying that Yoimiya is the worst character or is weak or anything like that. Just because a character is weak does not mean the character is unusable. And I think that's something that people keep thinking is the same thing, or keep arguing like you can make Yoimiya work. You can make any character. You can make a fucking Barbara, a DPS Barbara work. So like that thing is not what people are saying. I think people are saying like she's an absolute trash character and should not be used. It's like, no, that's not what anyone's saying. I think people are saying, what I'm saying is, in a couple months, where do you think she'll be placed? Because I still know a lot of characters that that have a really good place, like fucking physical DPS Kaching can do a lot of fucking work, you know, and all those kinds of things. But now that I've ranted at you guys about how I kind of feel about Yoimiya and the kind of weirdness that I'm seeing within the community of Genshin about like this character, and it seems like. When I say weirdness, by the way, it's not because people disagree with me, because I know a lot of people do. A lot of people are saying Yumi's perfect. She's not. She's perfectly balanced. And I will say, okay, in a couple of weeks we'll see where she lines up. But I think she's closer to the bottom than she is the top. That would be my argument. But what are we doing? But the problem I do kind of have, or when I say there's like the community has a mass delusion, is not like fuck this content creator. It's I don't think the content creators are addressing the actual core of the question. They're like jumping in with another question where it's like, well, some people like to play meta, and it's like, wait, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about like being able to deal like the best damage and like she has to be a Zhongli or a Venti or a Gan Yu. We're not talking about that. At least not me. I'm just talking about the fact that like to me, when I asked you guys the question of does Yoimiya need a buff, I would love to see her E just a little bit longer. That's where I'm at. Because I think I understand some idea of what Yoimiya is, which is like, because the other thing I would love to see, honestly, I would love for her ult to just get fucking nuked and for her charge attack to be even reasonably put there. Because her charge attack still is lost on me of why. Why do you use the charge? Why is it even there? There's like, I thought it was maybe to melt shields, but I don't even think it's good at that because it applies such a little amount of pyro in one go. Anyways, I want to actually make a point to talk to chat right now because I've literally just rambled at you guys for a very long period of time. I don't think that's entirely fair. So let me actually read chat and catch up. We'll do the weird alpha pose and just use the default look. All right. Let's me catch up on chat. Okay. Also, let me. How do I do this without wrecking everything? I want to kind of try to scroll up because I wasn't able to see everything for a long time. All right. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just scroll up and go. I'll just open up this, and we'll look at this. We'll full screen this. Why can't I full screen this? Ah, fuck it. This shouldn't be too bad. Anyways, this. All right, now I can scroll at chat and look. Oh, Nanny says I'm gonna lurk after this. Will do, Nanny. Thank you so much to help me burn through some stuff. Okay, let me catch up on what I was talking about her. Okay. I really get. I really good, but you need. Phil says, I don't know why her charge attack is so bad, though just damage-wise it looks cool. Just wish it was more of aesthetic. Oh, just wish it was more than an aesthetic. Yeah. Well, again, man, I think like in this summit, I wanted to kind of deep dive on Yoimiya and see what happened, because I feel like Yoimiya never was like this. Yoimiya was never like when she just arrived on the beta. I think she was never like Gone You, but she was close. Like she was like, I think like you could use her ult, you could use her charge attack. I think that's what Yoimiya originally was supposed to be. I thought Yoimiya was supposed to be like a Hu Tao with potentially no downtime, where you could keep using her, although it wouldn't be nearly as efficient as your E and fire dancing and just shredding things, but you could still fall back and use her as a main solid DPS over the whole period of time, unlike Hu Tao, who you need to switch off and use characters for kind of an abnormal abundance amount of time. But I think somewhere along the lines they changed it. Phil says, I don't know. Oh, right. Segri says she is not weak. I'm not saying that she is unusable, but I do think she is significantly less strong than a lot of the characters in the game when it comes. And maybe that's the argument, is that she can do everything, so therefore she is limited in that regard, that she can like be a support and do that. My argument is that if the scales are like this, DPS can only be like a little bit of support ability, like can maybe apply fire like Hu Tao. But if you start to, but then it should do this. It should like bring it evenly. It did this. It went entirely like a little bump and then this. So that's where I'm at. And then the other thing that I'll read chat, because I'm going to keep firing at you guys, and I'm not going to give you guys enough time to reply. There's also not a support character that has a fast enough elemental output for Yoimiya's attack, except for Ayaka. Yeah. Azel says, yeah, I saw a discussion where people compared Yoimiya and Hu Tao, and some players were getting mad. Yeah, that seems weird to me, though. Because again, it's just like, if they're both like labeled as a burst support or a burst damage dealer, like, yeah. Carlos says she's definitely not weak, but there are better DPSs than her. There is better everything than her, Carlos. I think that's my thing. It's like, I think that's why I was like, there's better supports, there's better DPSs, and the better supports and the better DPSs are so much better that it's not like because she can do both, she's dipping into both of them. Shincho supersedes just fucking everything. Even like a Diona or anything like that, they supersede. They're like, if they are a support, they are an amazing, fantastic support. And Yoimiya is like an extra like 10, maybe 5k on an ult that has a long like trigger point and can't be detonated by everybody, specifically the main character you're using, so you have to forcibly use her in this weird stacking way. Like I thought Eula had like a lot kind of like weird things to queue up beforehand, but weirdly this character is the most like that. Except there's not like a huge payoff of like 1,000,000 damage when you do it right. It's like, nah, I mean, you buffed him, people's attack, you know? Yeah, Azel says, I feel like upcoming characters' weaknesses are going to be fixed by the future characters. I want to reply to that. I want to reply to the team. She needs a team, and there's going to be upcoming characters that fix her. Sagi says, Azel says, no. Is that replying to, is she going to be like in the top 5 or top 8 or 6 5 stars out there when a month from now? Sagi says, Yoimiya is a good character, but she is not S or A tier. Yeah, see, but that's my thing. It's like people, to me, I feel like people are like, the people are weirdly phrasing things as like she's S or A tier, or not S, but people are saying like she's A tier, like she's, and I'm kind of like, because she maybe, and this is maybe the answer, because she does everything, she's a B tier and just about goddamned everything, and maybe even C tier. But that's my thing. I don't even feel like saying B tier is good. Her alt is barely a support alt. It gets, what is it, 6k damage? Or like, maybe when it crits, and maybe when you build up enough stacks, maybe it hits for like 12k. But you can't be detonated by Yoimiya, and also it's the AoE is not insane, and also you can't aim who it is on. So it is like, if you're like, the most valuable thing it could be on is on like a big boss, but you can't aim it, which would have made more sense if like her alt, you could like remark with her charge attack, so that it had some purpose to like and maybe it gave you some like extra cooldown, not to like replace the cooldown, but just to give you enough time to replace the alt on, so that it even made it feel like that was somewhat useful. Because to me, I like, if we're putting her in B tier for 5 stars, I would say, like, again, I'm not sure if you guys haven't seen Yoimiya or Yanfei, a 4-star pyro character, and I think if you did even remotely the same thing as Yoimiya, where you gave her a weapon that scales off critical damage and gives you like 50% more damage, or 80% more damage, or 20% more attack and 40% more normal attack, and you gave her maxed out talents, you gave her the same weapon set or same alt set, yeah, like that's where I'm starting to be like yeah. But with that being said, though, you're right. Yoimiya doesn't have an alt that hits for like 8k. When someone other than her hits it, right? So she can't. I don't know. To me, I just think it's something's off. Love says, I have nothing to really say about Yoimiya, other than the argument that her charge attack could benefit from a better output. After that, I finally get to AR50 and got my Xingqiao to nice, man. Or Xingyan to level 90, nice, man. What set are you rocking, Fluff? Yeah, that's the other thing, man. I'm really hoping that that she does, like, I don't know, because I know a lot of people are in this weird like camp of like we don't like buffs, and honestly, it's like, I think it's Tectone's argument, which is, I just don't want to buff before Amber gets buffed. You know what I mean? But like Zhongli was even back way the fuck back when he was first released. He still had like an ungodly shield that, if built properly, and even if they just gave him the new set, and they never gave him like the weird buff to like make him a weird DPS as well, if they just gave him the new artifact set that was good for multiple people, but just increased your shield strength and gave you some utility for buffing up your damage, that would have made Zhongli more than enough. Like, he wouldn't need any adjustment. But yet they gave that character an adjustment. Yoimiya, I don't know if we're going to get an adjustment, and I feel like out of all the 5 stars, excluding Kaching, or no, sorry, not Kaching, Chi-Chi, excluding Chi-Chi, yeah, I think, and it's, the thing is, that's frustrating, is I don't think Yoimiya needs a rework or like a complete combustion. Like, again, the charge attack being useless and the E being too short, in my opinion, is the only thing. I think her range damage and her, like, yes, she does less damage because she doesn't have to get point blank, like Hu Tao does. But again, there's like, enemies just dive bomb you, so it's just like, what's happening? You know? Azel says, yeah, sadly that's one way for a character to get buffed. If not, Chi-Chi would have gotten a buff already. Yeah, I hope so, man. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll get a perfect artifact set for her, but again, that's my thing, guys, is all the gameplay. There is no character in the game that dips into amplifying stuff like Yoimiya. And I think that may have been the problem, is that like before, like they knew that they were going to release this character, they knew that this artifact set, they knew that they were going to do all these weapon things, and if you had all of her stuff, all of the things in the proper alignment, all the bow that gives you a fuck tons of damage that no other weapon does give you, if you have the which, by the way, if there was ever a way to make a fucking unbalanced thing, it's that. To just put a bunch of amplification weapons seemingly for one character. And if there's any other character that comes down the line that is remotely the same way, now they have to be scaled down in the same way. and it pigeonholes you into seemingly one, like 2 or 3 weapons. The good news is that the weapons are free to play, so you can like get them hopefully if you play enough of the game. But yeah, man, I just like my thing is that it boggles my mind about how much you're getting 50% more damage. You're getting like 60% or like what is it? Yeah, 60% I think bonus to your normal attack damage, and you're utilizing like fantastic supports like Shincho. They're just fucking laying shit out, and you're able to do pretty good. If you were to take an eighth of the investment and invest it in any other character, support or DPS otherwise, you'd just fucking melt shit. So I just feel like I don't know, man. And again, my thing is like, I don't know if I want to make a video talking about this shit, because I feel like I could lay it out in a much better way, and not just like rambling to you guys. I could try to lay it out and try to give examples about why I feel the way I feel. But to me, man, I feel like the way it's happening, I feel like Yoimiya is... What do you call it? I feel like Yoimiya is we're gonna get to a point where, like in a couple months, people are gonna be like, yeah, well, like yeah, you know what I mean? And I could just be me. Maybe in 2 months, people are gonna be like, no, she's still fucking amazing, the best. I don't know, because to me, even like if we're going through the other aspect of it, of like fun factor. Yoimiya had a really cool design at the beginning to be a really interesting, endearing character. She, like, again, when she would just arrived in the beta, I'm pretty sure her charge attack had some bite. It wasn't just empty, hollow, nothing. It was, in my opinion, when I seen her kit for the first time, it was, she's Hu Tao, but doesn't need to trade off of her. She can switch. That's why her charge attack exists, and it is the way it exists. But then the last minute, they just fucking neutered her charge attack for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they knew this artifact set they were making for Inazuma, and they were like, oh fuck, this makes her too good at everything. This artifact set will make her, like, her charge attack way too powerful, and it won't show people that she's basically made to just use her E, or whatever could be the case. But her gameplay loop, I think, was funner beforehand. So even if it's an argument of Yoimiya needs to, like, the charge attack should be tweaked or adjusted to where it's even like remotely useful to use, that's awesome, because that like people are saying that Yoimiya's kit right now is fun. I think if you want to make it immortal, you would make her charge attack have any sort of impact or point, whether that's weakening enemies, so that they're like it plays some sort of point where you charge attack, weaken a bunch of enemies, you use the heat seeking to your advantage, then you use your E, and then you can really start slapping shit. But hey, if you don't cycle off, and then you hit them with those fireworks again, then it doesn't. So it would still incentivize you to use the proper sequencing of the character, if that is the argument, which I've heard people make. Sorry says she will not get a buff because no CN community will not bug Mihoyo to buffer it. Well, see, man, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I remember the only reason why we got a Zhongli buff is because fucking people, I think, in Eastern servers were just fucking chewing people up. We're just mad as shit. But then again, I've also seen people like weird people trying to assassinate Mihoyo's CEO, and I was like, all right, now I'm pretty sure they're just like, eat shit. There's a level of like, our community's upset, we'll try to like appease them, and then there's another kind of thing where it's like, oh, you're trying to hurt me, eat shit. It's us against you. And I think Mihoyo might be in the place where it's us against you, at least for people that rear their heads as people who are in conflict with them, people who don't want the same things as them, or people who they think are hostile towards them, etc. Second says no one can be over compared to Ganyu. Yeah, no, I again, that's the other argument that I keep hearing. I'm not comparing her to Ganyu. My thing, again, this is one of those things where it's like, I keep hearing content creators compare, like, I hear content creators, a person makes like a decent argument for like why she's like really good, and then they happen to mention Ganyu, and then the other community is like, you can't compare her to Ganyu, she's no one should be a Ganyu, no one should be a Hu Tao, no one should be a Zhongli, no one should be a Venti. And to me, I'm just kind of sitting there like, well, wait, okay, first of all, it's really annoying when people have a whole argument and then they throw the baby out with the bathwater and they're like, yeah, but no one should be like Ganyu, right, guys? And I'm like, yeah, no one should be like Ganyu, I agree. But I think they should be up at par, especially if her textbook definition is a burst DPS. When she is bursting, when she is activating her ult, she should be able to hurt shit really, really hard. So yeah, and again, why the fuck does her charge attack even exist? You know what I mean? You can't compare her to Hu Tao either. I mean, that's the thing. Who can I compare her to? Sekiri? You compare her to people in the same category. The thing, I get the Ganyu thing. I don't get the Hu Tao thing. The Hu Tao thing don't make any sense. She is a burst DPS, and she is also a burst DPS. And if the only thing that regulates her back down is the fact that she has like some support capability, again, like I mentioned, I don't think the support capability is at the same cuff as that. People say that Klee is a burst DPS. I don't think Klee's a burst DPS, is she? I don't play Klee, so I can't, I don't know. But yeah. Also, let me catch my chat. It's got away from me again. God damn it. I'm just gonna read it just straight up, real quick. Jamal says, I want C1 Sayu. Yeah, Sayu's amazing, man. She's a ton of fun, especially her roly-poly is so much stronger than I think anyone was thinking. Silver 90, I never clean more bullet as refined. Nice. Oh, is that what Xing Yan's rocking? Nice, Fluff. Phil says, I think it's weird and antagonizing the weird when people say she has AoE on her alt, but when using Shamana, which makes her have a hard time with her alt. Yeah. But I do, again, I think it's just because I use Venti, which I think that her AoE, I don't really see the problem just because most things are stuck together and Venti is already dealing AoE, so I just have a character that can supplement that experience, so I have that I've been saying that, you know. Fluff says, I think Ganyu has skewed things terribly, and she's not being overturned and overpowered. Yoimiya wouldn't be a problem. Yes, I disagree. Let's not compare her to Ganyu. Let's not compare her to Ganyu, guys. Let's compare her to anybody else. Let's compare her to people. Let's compare her to my Razor. Let's compare her to anybody else. And my thing is, people keep saying like Ganyu's, and the thing is that people people also aren't comparing them to the same field. People are using other characters, like they're just showing a shitty version of a Razor with no 5-star weapon that's as cracked as the weapon that they're giving Yoimiya, which is a 5-star weapon typically. And yeah, like it's just not scaled in the right way or to showcase things properly, I think. It says, not really Ganyu is OP as a unit, but Hu Tao and Eula beat her in boosting, but Ganyu is good at everything while the other units are just really good at one thing. Yeah, that's a good point too. But I don't know, because my argument, like even if Ganyu didn't have mass CC, I still don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's like, even if Ganyu's alt was a little less good, I think she would still be, because she has unlimited range, can deal unlimited damage and gets hit by, and there's no preventative thing in the game that lessens her power ever. You know what I mean? With exception to like a cryo shielded character. When Yoimiya's new bow and artifact, I have 250 crit damage, and I'm only hitting for 15 to 17 at the highest, but I still like, exactly, that's what I mean, Lone Syndicate. You have 250 crit damage, and you're only aiming for 15 to 17k. Like, you have so much help. If you gave any other character that much help, they would eviscerate things. Even if you gave it to a fucking, like, Xing Cho, you would still slap like he would fucking eviscerate shit. Also, we're not ending the stream, by the way. I'll just open this again because I scroll up on chat because I lost it. Basically, this. Hi, it's all right. My chat moves too fast for me to read. I don't want to leave anyone's comments behind because I am genuinely asking questions. Jamal says, I was happy with my Diluc Hu Tao. That's why I didn't want a Yoimiya. Yeah, well, that's my thing, man. Is like, if you have a Diluc, I think you basically have a Yoimiya, and also instead of being single target, you have an ult that does mass AoE damage and can really light shit up. Once it gets enemies hit with Yoimiya's charge attack, level 2, have a defense debuff for 10 seconds. That'd be awesome. I fucking love that idea. Maybe not I would hope it'd be like pyro defense, so that there'd be like a cause for sequencing, and we'd even give her more support capability. Maybe it's like 20 debuff to pyro or elemental. Maybe elemental damage is too much, but like just pyro shred would be cool, or anything like that, because I think Bido has that as well in her constellations. Unfortunately, it's electro shred though on her alt. Azel says, oh damn, I forgot about that. The guy with the kitchen knife. What happened? What? Lonzy says, MTash did a whole video comparing Yoimiya to some of the best characters in the game. Really? Lone Cynic? Because I seen the MTash video and he compared Yoimiya to Diluc. And I don't think Diluc is one of the best DPSs in the game. Yeah. Like, my Diluc and Razor, like, outside of Melt and Vaporize, are pretty pretty goddamn good. You know what I mean? So again, like even if you don't compare Yoimiya to Diluc, which I think is actually a pretty decent comparison outside of the fact that maybe he's a main DPS, but I still think like her ult, yeah, I mean, it lasts a long time, but I think, what do you call it? If you build Diluc's properly and you use his ult and you have like a heavy hitting ult, his heavy hitting ult is AoE and hits really hard and can be spammed and does more damage than Yoimiya's like detonating bomb. I think I haven't confirmed that, but I could see that doing more damage than the other thing, and also can dip into vaporize. Lingling says you compare her to Amber. Only Amber. Fair enough. Carthage says I officially give myself a migraine from stressing about my cat. Fuck! Don't do that, Carthage. Don't do that. I'm sure she'll find her way back. Cats have a tendency to do that. Although I know how I don't want to disvalue how terrifying that way is and probably feels. Let's go, zombie. I like her, but she's not next level. I just use her for fun, and I don't really care if she's crazy. But that's my thing, man. I like it's hilarious because, first of all, zombie, love you to bits. But I feel like the community is in this weird place where like people keep hearing like what do you call it? She's not next level, but I think she's fun, which is totally good. No one ever, I don't think, is making the argument that she's not a fun character to kind of play and to kind of experience. My thing is that if there is a question that is could she, out of a lot of the characters, could she benefit from a buff and become much more fun to play and etc. and to like make sense and to feel like because to me, Yoimiya feels like she's disconnected, and then people say like, sorry, she's disconnected from like the structure of the game. And what do you call it? I thought like usually if they do make a character like this, there's a way to subsidize that. There's like a way to like leverage that in some way that makes it okay by like leveraging up their damage. So they're like, okay, they can't play with so many people, but they leverage up their damage to make it make sense. People say that like, okay, well, Yoimiya doesn't fit in the game. That's the problem that I'm seeing. But then people say, well, we'll just build a team around her. But even the team you build around Yoimiya would be an amazing team outside of any other character ever, ever. Burst DPS support, whatever you want to like. Yeah. So it's not even like that she's not next level. It's just I don't know where her place is in the whole system that is Genshin. I don't think she has a great one. And I think they nerfed her damage because she maybe is a jack of all trades or whatever it could be. Fluff says, I can compare Yoimiya to the present set by the 5 stars that have released. It's only fair to expect the similar bar to be set between them. You can compare Yoimiya. You mean can't? Do you mean can't, Fluff? Can't compare Yoimiya to the present set by the other 5 stars that have released. It's only fair to expect this similar bar to be set between them. I don't know what you mean, Fluff. If you can clarify, I would like it. But if you're saying that you can't compare the old 5 stars that came out at the beginning of the game to like the 5 stars that come out now, that seems like, I don't know what to do with that. That one just seems like well, I guess whatever happens, happens. I don't know. No one needs to be accountable for making characters that work within systems or anything like that. Sega says Hu Tao is different type of DPS. Even though she is a pyro, you really can't compare Hu Tao to anybody. Maybe Xiao, since they work similarly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I really follow. Yeah, my thing is like people say that she's a DPS, and my thing is, again, let's compare it. So like you can't, but they have her word as she's a burst DPS. The Mihoyo, and I'm gonna check that because maybe I'm full of shit. But let me go to Mihoyo's website. What do they have her titled as? Because there's something always people said about Mihoyo where people were like, maybe people have an unrealistic expectation of Zhongli, and they're butthurt that he's not that expectation. So I'm at her website. I'm at the website. Let's go. This is the demo. I keep going to the fucking demo. Let me show the thing. This is the events. This is the events. God damn it. Oh yeah, where's the goddamn Yoimiya breakdown? There it is right here. Okay. I could be eating my words right now. Yoimiya is a burst damage dealer. In no way does she say Yoimiya is a support character. Yeah, it's the first line. Yoimiya is a burst damage dealer. I would argue Hu Tao had the same pretext. So comparing them to the same people in their field, both being 5 stars, I think is fair. Maybe I'm an asshole. By the way, just in case you don't believe me, this is what it says. Yoimiya is a burst damage dealer. Right here, you guys can't see it. There it is. Yoimiya is a burst damage dealer. Boom. So for me, again, everyone can draw their line in any other way, but in order for us to have like fundamental rules, I feel like that's important. So otherwise it's just like, I feel this way and then I walk away. So we need to have some sort of metric to measure things, or else it's weird. So I'm not like shitting on your opinion. It's just that I feel like the whole argument that Yoimiya can't be compared to XYZ character to me is just like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you compare anything if you don't compare it to other things within its environment? What? Fluff says, alright, so if you were going to compare her to a 4-star Razor, then she is weaker, question mark, because that's a problem in itself. Oh, okay, oh yeah. Alright, so wait, maybe I didn't understand that, Fluff. Alright, so if we're comparing her to a 4-star like Razor, then she is weaker because that's a problem in itself. What do you mean that's a problem in itself? That Razor is stronger than a 5 stars, or that it's a good thing that a 4-star is stronger than a 5-star? I would say that that's not good, because it regardless of how you feel about characters, it still costs significantly more to get one Yoimiya than a bunch of Razors. Ganyu's Ganyu. She is different than every other bow user. Yoimiya can be compared to any other pyro user and any other bow user. Yoimiya can be compared, okay, but just not Ganyu. Okay, I'm good with not comparing her to Ganyu. I think that's fair. But also, I don't know. I don't also. A part of me think that's not fair, because it's like, it doesn't mean, just because Ganyu is special doesn't mean that she's not existing in the game currently. So I think the argument of like, I understand the argument, let's not compare her to Ganyu because she is so overpowered and she should not be the normal, but at the same time she does exist. So like, yeah. Alone Singer says, yeah, both Xiao and Hu Tao both give HP for damage. What? Both Xiao and Hu Tao both give HP for damage? Yeah, but Hu Tao doesn't do that though. Oh, you're saying that Hu Tao can be compared to Xiao? What do you mean? Like Hu Tao can only be compared? Yeah, guys, I'm not following the logic of like, in my specific lane, this is the only thing. Maybe you guys will explain. Let me see. Maybe I shouldn't stop jumping because maybe I don't know. Xbot says, I like the idea that either her charge lowers defense per kindling arrow if you want to make her a pure boss destroyer, or make her a burst spread. Split the difference single target to yeah, man, I would love that, just to make her charge useful, because it feels woefully like, what the hell. An additional projectile being a debuff would be a good idea. Would make up for her lower damage split between homing shots. Yeah, that'd be nice. Those are really the only changes that I would like worthwhile for me, but I have her and she's still fun. Yeah, no, again, no argument that she's not fun. I think she is a fun, any character that you have not played and you've been playing the same character for six weeks, any character is going to be pretty goddamn fun. But also, if you're like, no, I've played a lot of characters, she's just, that's good too. That's not, never be my argument is that she's not a fun character to build. The discussion is she, in comparison to the people around her, below the 50%? If like, of all the 5 stars are in this list, in a month's time, do you think she will be top half of 50% or bottom half of 50%? Which I will admit, that's stacking the deck a little bit in my favor, because yes, most people could agree, well, it's not her fault that there's a bunch of other good 5 stars, and I'd be like, well, what the fuck? How did she get cooked? That's the case. Okay, so Seki's saying she can't be compared to Hu Tao, but she can be compared to other. Why? Why can't she be compared to Hu Tao? Because she loses health? Because she's a DPS? They just said that she's a burst damage dealer. That's a burst DPS. I don't like. One thing it says, honestly, the whole Yoimiya debate is really starting to hurt my head. Like, at this point, I don't even know. At this point, everyone is torn on this. Man, to me, I just trying to make sense of it. Because to me, I almost feel like I should just walk away, and I'll come back in a month and we'll see how everyone feels. Because I feel like I don't know, man. I just feel because I keep trying to like anchor myself to something. Like I want to follow. Like if we can't compare it to Hu Tao, then who can we compare it to? But I feel like I'm just gonna get pigeonholed down to like. But I also think if you were to give the same, let's do this. I could be wrong on this. I'm gonna take an L on the chest. Are you okay? If you gave Yoimiya everything you gave to Yoimiya to a 4-star character. Now, yes, Yoimiya, I still think she's a damage dealer, but maybe Yanfei. If you gave all of the investment, 250 crit damage, boom, and you had a weapon that scaled up, and you gave her the same artifact set that you were given to Yoimiya, boom, and then you were to give that to Yanfei, would she be able to supersede Yoimiya? And yes, you would have to sacrifice the 5,000 or the whatever it could be, maybe 15. Let's be generous. Let's say it's 12,000, 13,000 on her exploding detonating bomb. Let's say that happens. Let's say that like you'd have to shave off that, but you'd also be able to keep a Shincho that detonates vaporize every other hit, and a Baido that I'm assuming would work really well also with that because it's the right like gap in between of damage per fire rate. But there's with the limitation of the elemental reactions. Makes detonation a problem. If they lessened the detonation timer of elemental synergy, Yumi would be fucking god tier broken because her damage per second would keep up with the other multiplier, which is the elemental mastery multiplier, which is what everything is scaled off of more or less in endgame, unless you're 2 characters, Razor and fucking Eula. Yeah. Fluff says, and my question is, why can't she be compared? She's a 5-star, just like Ganyu and Hu Tao, and it makes it them comparable. So it's only fair to compare Yoimiya to any other 5-star we are currently. Yeah, that's also what I think as well. But I want to try to play on people's fields as well, because maybe people could say, well, now, because this character should not be the normal. And my example is that I think most characters should shoot for A. Should be really good. It should be a really good A character. And then the people come at me with so many artifacts, or not artifacts. People come and talk about many different kind of like genuine back and forth, which is they're like, Yoimiya is a person who needs to build a team around the character, right? And I'm like, okay, but if you did the same amount of team building and put it into any other character, I think you'd get equal to, if not more, out of the other character. What I mean, but let's make them like Yanfei. And maybe a Klee, but a Klee is even a really good DPS anyway, and she's meant to be like a high, like a weird thing, you know. But yeah, and then yeah. But so what was the other thing I heard about a lot? I heard the argument of like team, Yoimiya's team. Basically, my whole thing is just investment. If you were to take the same amount of investment and put it into any other character, I think that to me is the good argument. Even if it's a 4-star character, I think you'd still get this way more bang for your buck. And there lies the thing of like in a couple months, people are gonna be like, yeah, Yoimiya, kind of down there with Kaching. I keep saying Kaching, Chi-Chi, and all these other things that are you can use them, but there are 4-stars that supersede them by a whole lot. I think that is not to say that Yoimiya is 1, not fun, or 2, can't be viable or really, really good. Any character in this game can become fucking amazing. It's not the thing we're talking about. We're not talking about like Yoimiya is unusable. No character in this game is. You use Barbara. People make fucking careers off making Barbara look like a fucking demon. What is that? Anyway, sorry. Adel says, well, the only thing I don't like about the whole Yoimiya case is people harassing her. Yeah, that to me is silly. I just want to try to. My thing is, I'm like, my delusioned theory is in a month, I think people will be reacting differently. Especially like, well, this is again. I'm sorry. I just realized I'm stacking the deck in my favor with that because Ganyu potentially could come out, and we have Ball coming out. So yeah, people are gonna be like, yeah, that's stacking the deck in my favor. Hopefully you still get the idea of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, people, just because Ganyu's coming out is gonna be a fucking mess. Anyway, which is also, if she's following Ganyu in any way, you think they would scale things in a weird way, like they make her good or like A or something. And by the way, if there is something that like, because this is the other argument that I think is the strongest argument, but it's also kind of a shitty thing to take in. But the other thing that I think is reasonable is people say Yoimiya is going to be unleashed when she comes out. Like when she gets when a certain 5-star or a certain 4-star comes out, she's just gonna be unleashed. My thing is that, my guy, she is also really unleashed. You got the 50% damage bonus, a great fucking weapon that's amplifying damage like no other DPS in the game, and you're having to level up her talents, and she's good. And after all that, she's good. So if you were to take the same, the good news is that you can take the same fucking artifact set that you made the perfect, crazy high crit damage artifact set and give it to literally anybody else and just see them fucking annihilate the world. Anyways, jokes in me being juiced up aside, I'm drinking coffee, forgive me. Also, I haven't drank my, can you guys believe we've been talking this whole time? I'm not even on coffee right now. I was so intrigued with the discussion. Oh yeah, but sorry, that is a decent argument. If like people are saying that maybe when she comes out, Ball will come out and she'll be pretty, like maybe that will make her pretty A or maybe even B or like middle of A and S. I don't think, because it's not a problem of her, you're getting her all, it's not a problem of like overload or not, because there's already what do you call it, fucking Bidos in the game. So it's not, I don't think that's necessarily the problem. Maybe I just haven't seen something in Ball's kit where like it amplifies Yoimiya's damage if you're able to play Ball and use her ult for a long period of time. Maybe I just didn't see that. But yeah, that's the only argument that I think, okay, that could be something. Maybe she was made to be BFFs with another, and that was how she works. Do I think that means that does that address the core issue of where does she line up to everything? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that answers or solves the overarching question we've been talking about. Ooh. But outside of Fluff says, at this point, Yoimiya shouldn't be weaker than a 4-star. Sure, I fully a geared, refined C6 4-star will overpower a base 5-star. But outside of that, if you fully geared, refined, and C6, yeah, okay. So that's okay. This is where I Fluff as much love it, but I gotta depart. I don't. Me personally, I can never get in the headspace of a C anything for like 5 stars. So like to me, I think that's like, yeah. Maybe I won't allow myself to even like imagine a 5-star is anything but a C2 at most. And with that being said, though, Yoimiya does have a strong C2, which I don't have. But yeah. It says, yeah, she would. What do you mean, yeah, she would? Yeah, I think, yeah. If you're comparing a C5 to a C6, the argument for why that is, in my opinion, ridiculous as well is because it's attainable to get a C6. It's a very, not unless you're willing to pay a shit ton of money. So that to me is why the comparison is valid as income for like viewers. Fluff says, it just seems like people refuse to compare Yoimiya 5-star Pyro Bow to other equivalent characters of her rarity, weapon, and vision. Okay. Oh, maybe that's what you were saying. Maybe you were also saying that like Yoimiya should be compared to other like 5-star characters with C6 and like the comparison should be over the board. Maybe you're saying like all across, like no exceptions. Only thing it says, Yoimiya, I would place her next to Genshin as far as damage goes, which I would say is B tier. Either though, I'm pretty sure my Genshin hits slightly harder than she would 100% crit, with 100% less crit. Exactly. And people could be like, but she's a support. According to Mihoyo, she's not a support character. She's a burst damage dealer. Fluff says, I think compared to Amber, if we're just going to go with only the Pyro Bows, then yeah, you're superior. Yeah. But I don't know, because I feel like that's, the other thing is that people compare things in a weird way. So like, I would consider Genshin, I just don't see like a lot of end game players. I know Kaching's good. I feel like that's going to come across in that way, but I just don't, if we're comparing all the 5-stars as a whole, who is below Kaching and Chi-Chi? And if you want to put Yoimiya right beside them, who is below them? You know what I mean? So like if they're B, then I feel like the things are scaled in a weird way. So it's like is Chi-Chi like what, F or something? and like Yoimiya, and then they're B. There's like this gap. There's no like metric of in between. So like it's the sum whole of the unit and parts, not necessarily like, yeah. I feel like people tend to like if there is an F and some character is that bad, then it scales everything in a weird way. Like the percentages drop. Secretary probably our left is GG. I got a class. Thanks so much for stopping by. Secretary, appreciate your input as always. Discussion was nice. Appreciate hearing from you because I know you're you have a different take, which is appreciate you putting out with me because a lot of people just get angry and walk away if someone's not agreeing with them. So I appreciate that. Jamal says, like if her firework had a tick, dude. What if Jamal, my guy? What is the point of her 5-star of her charge attack? It is literally like the most. Like there was an egregious sin, all right, where Zhongli had the most immaculate hit combination in the game, but yet had a very good. He at least had like an amazing shield that was clearly support based and just really good. So people to be like, no, fuck it, make his main attack good too, was kind of fucky. I was one of those people because I really liked his main attack and I could always his shield did more than enough. If they even took him down 0.5%, it would have been still something good, but not great. But we could at least use the cool attack. Regardless, for Yoimiya, it's like what? Like her E is okay. You deal decent damage. She can get by, but she can't dip into Vaporize and things like that. She can't dip into Elemental Mastery. She can't she applies too much element to where she can't dip into Elemental Mastery. She loses like half of the detonation cost and all that stuff. So that she's not able to actually utilize or unlock her elemental synergy at all because there's a 2-second delay between application of elements. Anyways. But like, why couldn't they give her charge attack? Like that's where I'm at. That's what I was trying to get to. Is like with Zhongli, it was like no. There's clearly a destabilization of power. All of the power is being sucked up by his fucking godly shield and his amazing ult. Right, perfect. But Yoimiya, it's like, well, no, everything is spread thin, and none of it's like this. If you were to take the same level of balance as Zhongli before buff, and redistribute that between Yoimiya in the burst and in the support, I think it's still not like that how she is now. I think she is like, if you take all the juice from Zhongli and you were to give it to Yoimiya, for whatever reason it netted less juice with the same dividend of power. Or dividend, I don't know how you say the word, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, why the fuck can't we have a good charge attack? Lonesigan says, and again, we are comparing the 5 stars just damage-wise. What else? Well, she's a burst DPS, but also I don't like even support wise, she sucks ass. So like maybe I shouldn't say that, but I've seen her I haven't seen people build her for like full tilt support. Maybe her bomb is fucking nuts. I shouldn't say that. I will admit I am fully off this train. I have fully lost my stabilization here. I have not seen her ult built with like the new energy recharge set. Maybe that's busted. Maybe that makes her really good support, and maybe that's where her power was angled. Who knows? Anyone can be viable. Agreed. Also, Fluff says, just hope Garu will feel in both fun factor and yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing, Fluff. That honestly, that is exactly how I'm feeling with Yoimiya. I feel like that is her fun factor. Everyone seems to be hitting that it's fun. Everyone likes like her attack combination. Just feels great. But the power there is not equal to that, and it's like, to me, it's to the point in which it's like a genuine, like, upset. Like it's a destabilization of power. But yeah, to me, if they can find a way to, like, her fun factor, I think should be somewhat in the same ballpark as her power. And the thing is, and the reason why I also say like a month from now, I want to know what everyone, or maybe not a month, maybe 2 months from now, I want to know what everyone thinks, because we already have, like, I want Ball and the one lady to come out, and then Gar to come out, and then ask. But right now, all you're going to be seeing is YouTubers constantly talking about how she can be amazing, and all I would say, look at how much crit rate they have, look at how much crit damage they have, and look what weapon they're using. That is what everything scales off of. That's all I'm going to say. Look at that. Also, look at the enemy that they're fighting. If they're fucking fighting a cryo thing, don't give that much credit. Don't give that much credit. But I feel like that's where we're going to get bombarded. We've already been getting bombarded with that over this course period of time. And then there's the argument of no one's talking about buffing her because Mihoyo won't do that probably, and maybe I think they might. But the other thing is that people like Amber still exists, so you can't say buff a character and then people are like, but what about Amber? And everyone's just like, I guess, but fuck, I don't know. But 5-stars have a little bit. They can move the goalpost a little bit because so many people have bought into the 5-star. So if people feel insecurity or destabilization in the pursuit to buy a 5-star, they won't buy because they feel like, well, fuck it. If I'm gonna buy this character and they're not like the test run was okay. I don't know. When you're making a business and when you're selling anything, you just, even though you gave people a good option to like not fuck it up, they will still have an. You want to limit any sort of possible negative you can. Is what I'm saying, in the pursuit to get people to buy. Anyway, also sorry for the dogs barking. Fluff says I've been using Albedo as my main DPS. Yeah, Fluff is a freak anomaly, which is also awesome that he's been holding true for such a long time. Age says yeah, that's what I was thinking. People said Yoimiya plus Ball, but I like how using Eula. Yeah, Eula and Ball seem like a fucking mean combination. Also, you could use Yoimiya and Hutao, and then Venti and Bennett or Sayu. I think that would be a great combination. So it's not like you couldn't make it work. It's just that that's not what we're talking about. Again, I think people keep bringing like different debates, and I know you're not doing that, Azel. I'm just saying this is like I'm conditioned over the week to be hearing this stuff. I'm like, no one's having the same discussion ever, and I think it's like they're meaning to do that. They're meaning to like not address the thing, which is frustrating because it's like, well, what the fuck are we talking about? Which is why I kept trying to anchor us to a thing. But I feel like all week I've been hearing people talk about fucking separate things. Fluff says Yoimiya should be compared to the other 5-stars in terms of equivalent strength, what she does best versus what others do best. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, to me, Jean gives great healing, gives a cleanse, heals your ass, can be a good DP. Like, all of those things, she's like, so if that is what Yoimiya was supposed to be, why not, first of all, not say that she's a burst DPS? Second of all, show that, like, all of the things are scaled up in the proper way. Because if again, my whole argument, if you take the same amount of investment that you give to Yoimiya to, what do you call it? Jean, I think he'd see more out of Jean. And she is, again, a character that's really balanced across the board. As far as progression, Xingyan is now 90. Her weapon is 90. And I just bet a better artifact, sub, stat, and physical combat. Nice! Yeah, physical is weird, because I looked into a video like that. Apparently with her, like, alt charge, when you strum the beat, it pops off. Or, like, when you have C2 of her, it scales off physical damage, but it's a guaranteed crit for that physical damage, so you want to weirdly build physical damage. Also, Fluff, I want to show you something in a hot minute, but I'm pretty sure you maybe already know. I need to start farming Cryo Flower for Diana 70, 80, and Albedo needs the less essential materials. Ooh, you haven't even leveled up your main DPS? Crazy. Maybe Shenyan's now your main DPS. Lontigan says, I don't think there is a 5-star below Chi-Chi and Kaching and Yoimiya. Grin, like we've said, characters can be viable. No character is a bad. No, I agree. No character is bad in my opinion. But that's, again, if the argument is like you could dedicate your life to a craft, but would you suggest someone else pursue said craft if you knew it took like 80% of their life? So it's like, this is basically, it's a bad deal. Okay, it's a bad deal. And one of which, your boy spent a lot of primo. And now we're getting to the crux of the issue, my guys. I'm a little sad about it. I knew I should have stopped wishing but I wanted more Sayus. And I don't regret it. I love the look of the character. Like, this is the other thing. I am a Yoimiya simp, my guys. This is not what we're doing here. All right, like I'm still going. You're going to see this character all the time with my dumb ass because I've hyper invested in her and I'm stuck. But also, I'm happy to be stuck. I've never been a character. I fucking love Razor. All right, what the hell? I've had Mona for weeks. I haven't built her. I have Bido C6 or C4. I've never built her. That's not how I play the game. But that's why I'm coming at this from like a discussion perspective, that it just seems like people are lunatics, you know what I mean? Not lunatics. I just think, like, again, people are not, when I say lunatics, I mean people are acting irrationally. They're not having irrational conversations. They're having they're bringing a different conversation into the same thing. So it's like people are trying to win debates and not solve the problem or find the crux of the actual discussion or issue, i.e. insanity. People just kind of rambling about crazy stuff. Show me Yoimiya against Azdaha, then we'll talk. Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't be showing him against a child who has no health nowadays. It says, and every element has its strength and weaknesses. If Yoimiya is going to be an amazing cryo and Dendro foe, I guess I didn't think about that. Yeah, she could maybe pop off in Dendro. What if that was Dendro's like fire thing, instead of constantly could it be triggered, but it did less damage? Isn't good either. That makes her a bad pyro. True. Azel says, if they don't buff Chi-Chi to be a DPS and out damage Ganyu, I'm a riot. Azel, I love you. You're the best. Fluff says, this is an issue that we're not having any level playing field is here. People aren't using the same comparison points. They aren't balancing. Exactly. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling, Fluff. Azel, you might want to start writing. I mean, there was rumors. Azel, my boy, there were rumors. It didn't look so much nice. I finally caught up on chat. Sorry, but yeah, that's what the rumors were, that they were gonna buff Kaching or Chi-Chi. Sorry, not Kaching. I keep saying Chi-Chi. Fluff says, are you comparing how they handle Spiral Abyss, world exploration, bosses, etc., etc.? They need to be an Archon, or else we're all going to be at odds. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. So like for me, I'm like I told you guys, I'm fully in it. I'm in this shit. I'm in the shit of it. Okay. I'm gonna build Yoimiya. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be I think I'm not sure. I might just take I might just edit this. Hi YouTube. I might take a bunch of these clips because this to me was a little bit messy, but it was a good conversation about like, is Yoimiya balanced? Does she need a buff? And I could edit it and make it a little bit tidier and maybe add some voiceover, because to me this is we kind of started hitting on the crux of the problem, I think, which to me is like a lack of proper comparison, and yeah, and also like again, like it's not that there's not ways to make it work. I think that again we're talking about different things. You can make any character work. You can build a team around them that are good. My thing is, if you take the same character that you built and give them anything else, is that character bad, or will the character be just as good, if not excessively better? That's the thing. Yes or no? Jean Burst can hit for insane numbers if you invest in her in the slightest. Yeah. That's what I mean. Pretty much the main DPS now. Albedo does pop off at some time. Albedo popping off. That's awesome. Jean is underrated. That's what I hear, man. I hear Jean's fucking nuts. Although I just don't think Jean is very like. I think she's like she suffers from like the opposite of what other characters suffer from, which she's very powerful, but she's not very fun in a way. She's good, but that doesn't mean she's like again, there's certain characters that are like, they feel like fun to like fuck around with. I think Razor is one of the funnest characters, but also people talk about how he's like basic or whatever. But people say Yoimiya is basic too, but she feels fun, so I don't know. Yoimiya, I will agree with you. You just hit a button. Razor, you gotta like cancel your dodge, and when you scratch, you gotta dodge to save time. Yoimiya is nothing like that. You just gotta give her a shield and hope for the best, and just keep hitting the attack. Buff says, no regrets. Grin. It shouldn't matter if someone else hates her. You picked her not for her power, but for everything else. I agree. But I'll be honest, Fluff. I do feel like I got a little bit of a bad deal, if I'm being honest. A part of me would have loved if my character, like, because to me that was the thing. Razor in no way was the best DPS in the game ever. He's good. He's probably A to maybe, I would say A, solid A, in fact. And that's good. You can feel efficient on A. It's really hard to feel efficient on B. So, a lot of work to try to see if I can push her up to A, especially not with her fucking 5-star critical damage weapon. So wish me luck. But I'm in it. I'm a loyal idiot. So yeah. Guys, I think I probably will store some gameplay just for the times like this, because I really like just talking to you guys, but I also feel like it's a fucking boring bit of nonsense on screen, so forgive me. It's more like a podcast. It's like our Genshin podcast on Fridays. So there's both. Beidou and Xinyan are considered high tier compared to other. Well, yeah, I mean, you're rocking the lowest. Like, Xinyan is bloody hated. But I'm just fine with it. My weakness with team is shield burst. Yeah. There's always a way to make it work for sure, especially with enough investment. Again, that's a whole thing we're kind of like saying that's not what we're talking about, you know? Which I know you know. Fluff says, but the other Geo and physical are neither do more against you. Okay. Jamal says, the crowd control I have is Jean and Kazuha. Yeah, man, that sounds amazing. Especially Kazuha, man, that's the other thing. Is I feel like there is, like, another reason why I think Yoimiya was significantly... Well, I feel like Yoimiya, and I feel like everyone felt this way. Everyone felt like, especially if you give it a couple months, I feel like when the cooldown happens, people will reflect on Yoimiya and Ayaka and think, yeah, they didn't have the same, like, bite as even, like, Eula, who came prior to, or even Kazuha, who, like, well, Kazuha wasn't even meant to deal damage, but he could. So yeah, there was like a lacking of bite, and then I think it's, and this is I don't know this, but I would assume when you have a 5-star come out who amplifies who basically gives you another Pyro Cup if you build him with enough Elemental Mastery, which is pretty easy to build. He basically gives you another Pyro Cup. Oh, actually, no, that still makes sense. Yeah. He had, sorry, it was C2 gives you Elemental Mastery, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that he gives you like amplified Elemental Swirl damage for the element that you swirl. So for Yoimiya and specifically Ayaka, he just gave you a stupid surge of damage. So again, that's also the other thing I should have mentioned. If you're seeing gameplay of Yoimiya, look out for Kazuha too. I think any comparison that has Kazuha on there is pretty fucked, because Kazuha gives you 40% elemental damage buff, or elemental damage output for whatever you swirl, which is to say another 40, which is a big surge of damage. And even again, it further amplifies my point of my argument is not that Yoimiya is bad or good. My argument is with the even slightest bit of investment. If you take 30% of the investment that you put into this person, and you were just to replace her with any other person, even a 4-star like Yanfei, I would be hard pressed to not see the same kind of excessive numbers, and etc. Fluff says, what is this? Oh, I want to catch up on that. Give me a sec. We'll get back. I just want to quickly see this. What did Lone say? Lone says, everyone out here showing Yoimiya against the Ball and Child in 5 seconds, and I'm out here. and I'm like, I can do that with any character. That's perfect, Lone Cynic. That's fucking excellent. I don't have Eula. They don't match my capability shield. Eligible burst. And I break cryo consistently. Shang. Yes. Once you guys says, also Grin, you are right, Jean is good, but not the fun. The whole yeet thing gets old kind of fast, and Jean, you have since Jean since last year. Yeah. Just know that your roster is 100% better than mine. Well, sorry, that was the thing I wanted to show you, Fluff, real quick. By the way, whenever I do that, I'm not like jerking it. I'm just trying to find. I'm scrolling up on the chat because Genshin, you can't put in windowless mode. It has to be in bordered mode or like full screen, so you have to alt tab out of it. Anyways, Fluff, check this out, my dude. Look at this. Look at this. Right here, baby. I haven't even done it yet. For what it's worth, I've got like 8 of her. So, it hurts at the same time. But yes, I have a fully kitted out her, as well as this is gonna make y'all a lot of. This is what I mean by I'm not like a meta character. My Beidou, she's a C4, which is the C5. It just gives you more electro damage, which might be good for Ball. If I wanted to, I could make her C6 right now, but I don't want to because I'm saving my pose for what's her name, Ball or Ganyu. Which, by the way, does anybody know when the Ganyu rerun is speculated to happen? Because I have no idea. I really appreciate anyone who tells me that, because I have no idea. Anyway, I also got Ching. I haven't even looked at her once. I got Diona, but I also got Diona. See, motherfucking 6. Now, here's the. What do you guys think about this team combination? Hu Tao and Yoimiya and Diona. Because has anyone tried this? I'm sure you have, and I'm just a Mick idiot. But this right here, the thing it says deals continuous cryo damage within the AOE. Does this supersede Yoimiya's application of Pyro? But it's a small area. But basically, I was thinking, what about like instead of Bennett, I give you this. And then I do Venti. So like Venti and what's her name? And then also we get shielding, we get healing. I know Bennett's really good for Yoimiya, but I was thinking, well, also we would get better, because I have her C6, I'm giving her amplified elemental mastery, so Melt will be good for my whole team. So like even Venti can massively get buffed from the 200% elemental mastery. Hu Tao and Yoimiya will also get a massive buff from the thing. Although Yoimiya doesn't want elemental mastery really because she can't detonate it really well. Well, but if Diona, yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't know if Diona applies an element faster than Yoimiya. If that makes any sense. Then Yoimiya can detonate because it says continuous, which makes me feel like it doesn't deal a lot of cryo damage, but it does apply it like instantly, which could be bullshit. I have no idea. Oh, but yeah, Fluff, I have Xinyan, your waifu. It says, thank you, Fluff. I've been saving this for months. No one believed me. What happened? I just wish Xinyan changed her combo style and not just a spin. I prefer... Oh, yeah, no, I prefer the hack and slash. Same, man. Some people like spin to win, not me. Well, it just makes sense for her personality. She's a rock and roller, so her just kind of get wilding out. I guess both make sense. This like the slashing and the spinning. Strength is normal attack and burst physical damage with her. Okay. Azel says, I'm getting Canadian boy in his RE run. Hopefully no one piques my interest like Ball. So I started saving after you. Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice. Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure, like, because I'm still it sucks because I want to see Garu's kit, because I know Ball's kit and I know Ganyu's kit. You know, like, fuck me dead. Like, that's one of the things where, like, on the off time, playing Ganyu and then using Yoimiya, which is just not necessary. But I could, like, have, like, the ultimate waifu team. And also just put down so much cryo to where... Actually, that might work. Yeah, Ganyu may work really well with her because Ganyu's outputs stupid amounts of cryo. So maybe you might be able to, like, supersede her application problem. Fluff says, after her 2-piece Novelist and 2-blade Bloodstain. Oh, really? Okay, for like ult damage and that makes sense. I probably could do that too. I've got 61 more wishes. Nice, Fluff. You climbing up there. I may still risk a 10 pull before the end of Yumi's banner since I have both Diona and Xinyan. I doubt Garu banner will have either. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe. I don't know, Fluff. I feel like, Fluff, we might be getting those in here. So, yeah, I feel like... Yeah, but maybe you don't have a lot of dust. But I feel like, yeah, I think you should... I would say wait, but that's just my sense. But also, if you get a Sayu, that's not bad, you know. There's not a lot of bad characters on the banner itself. In fact, that's a good banner for you, yeah. Even the character that people don't want, you want, and there's already good characters there. Fluff says, crit damage, crown, attack sands, and just feel a physical goblet for... Okay. I always never knew how to really build her. I tried to build her with Pyro, and it didn't really work. It worked fine, I guess. My Xinyan run a full mill list set, and she's sub DPS for one of my Eula teams. Okay. Oh yeah. I can see that. Lone Secret, okay, it's physical shred, right? Lone Secret says, I will grin. I don't care about meta. I care for fun and waifu. Nice. Fluff says, Down's burst doesn't send out consistent cryo damage. It just applies at interval. Okay, so it doesn't constantly. It says continuously, which is a lie, I guess. Okay. Lone Secret says, and the constellation, male or helicopter character, every now and then. Oh right, no, yeah. You'll buy a male, yeah. You'll buy a male character every now and again. Also, I have not done Theater Mechanicus. That's maybe what we'll do on Sunday, because I have no idea. I haven't even looked at it, and it looks fun but complicated, so I haven't looked at it. Because honestly, man, I've been kind of sitting in this, like, weird head, like, I do so much better when getting things out of my head. Otherwise, they kind of just, like, bog me down. That's why, like, I make Let's Talks, and I probably overshare too much. But I kind of like it. It can help get my, because, like, to me, this whole week I've been thinking, man, should I make that video about Yoimiya? Because I feel like people are just kind of off the point. You know, and I think I will. I'm not sure I'll make it or if I'll just make this it, because I feel like we talked about it a lot here, which is nice. But yeah. Lone Ticket says, yes, the ultimate waifu theme. Well, that's the thing, Lone Ticket. I'm not sure if I have enough points. I'm sitting on 13 points, and we have, what is it, 17 days? I don't think I'll be able to get like a lot more points from that. And then Ball's coming out first, and I'm going into it with no pity, which is why I was like, oh man, if only I would have gotten like Yoimiya to a point and then stop. Because I got the one thing that I thought was going to be good, but I just don't know, man. It boosts her like attack, and also her critical, or not her critical, or increases her, basically gives her like, she's a good support character with this. She gives her 100% uptime basically, and buffs up her attack specifically, which just feels weird, but also kind of is good because it benefits, because it scales off of attack as well. So it just increases the damage of your ult and the longevity of your ult. But I don't know how much that's going to trigger, man. I seen MTash who maxed out a lot of his skill on his ult, and it did like, I think 9k. On, I think, non-crit, but I don't know. But yeah, but maybe maybe that's also because like if you build Energy Recharge, the new artifact set that buffs up, like it scales up your ultimate damage, then maybe that's the play, and maybe that'll hit pretty hard. Will it hit harder than like a Shincho? I don't know. And heals more frequently. Okay, so it doesn't apply much cryo Dione, but it does heal more than it does cryo. Gotcha. And only spin to win I like is Sayu roll. Yeah, man. I agree. Sayu's roll is awesome, man. That's the thing, man. I'm spread too thin right now. Like I need to focus on making the one character that I'm fully, my first double unlocked 5-star. I mean, I have to make good. So I need to supercharge her talent materials and shit in order for her to like work. So I'm like, okay, oh god. So I can't level up Sayu even though I love her to bits and I want to. I just, yeah. But man, we went so hard on that banner, and we got a lot of Sayus, but man, I was really hoping for like a lot, like a max constellation. So I'm hoping that she's on another banner. I don't think she'll be on Garu's, but maybe. Although they might throw her into like this banner, and I got, what is it, like I got 37 wishes again for that, so I could, hopefully she goes in this banner and I could get, I don't know, I definitely could get more than just one copy of her. But yeah, because man, her C6 is what makes it seem like it starts to get wily, you know, for Diona specifically. Fluff says Diona supposedly only needs to be 70 or 80. Or further investment isn't necessary to achieve what she can do, and generally speaking, gives her HP artifact. Okay, awesome, perfect. Green, you need anything? No, I'm pretty good, Lone Syndicate. I was thinking about doing Theater Mechanicus, but I feel like we're just kind of in a nice, chill, talky time, and we're just gonna stay there for a hot minute. So yeah. Yoimiya's banner is perfect for me. I just don't want to short on what I need. Yeah, I was about to say, Fluff, because you're going real like light, so you gotta be careful. That's why I'm thinking of like, you got 60 wishes, not quite 90. Although you may have 90 worth of pity, but also I think you can get 90 in between events from this point on, and stuff like that. But I guess he's still many months away. Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's pretty far away. So yeah, you might be able to like dip into it and make it okay. I just want to drink this without getting bombarded, you know what I mean? If I angle it like this, maybe I won't get the stupid bulbs. Fluff says, I think it's safe to say Mihoyo does not convey things properly with their located text. Yeah, I can see that. Finally, he's able to take a drink. Anyway. Lone Syndicate says, I haven't even explored most of Inazuma. I've been leveling up characters like now, grinding for Ball and a 5-star weapon. Oh my god, Lone Syndicate. How is Ball, by the way? Like, do you think, what do you think are just any, like, main, because I don't know if I know she requires a, well, no, she requires a spear. Oh, I'm fucking set, my dude. Hell yes. I was worried. I was like, oh fuck, I don't have any good like one-handed weapons. I got a good spear. I got a lot of good spears because I had Xiao and I had Hu Tao, and Hu Tao is critical damage weapon. I think should be okay for her because yeah, I think critical damage. Well, oh no, but I also have that one. That could be good too. What do you guys think? Do you guys think she'll be able to use the skyward spike or spine? That was called skyward spine. Yeah, do you think she'll be able to use this? I got these two. I think these two can make a dent, and even this one's are not bad. But I think this one, it's either this. Well, I don't know if she needs crit damage. I mean, I guess she does. But okay. Should we go? Does anyone know like her best set? Because I feel like it's the new energy recharge set, like you guys were saying last stream. But I don't know. I feel like, but yeah, should you just go balls to the walls that, or should you do like energy recharge and also critical rate and critical damage because she scales off of. Like, you are going to be hitting things with her eventually. So that would just make your burst damage crit, and that would hurt. And yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking energy recharge. It'd be actually really energy recharge, and then electro damage, and then, yeah. So in the pursuit to get better artifacts for Yoimiya, I would be getting better artifacts for Ball. But did anybody reply and say that like when is the Ganyu rerun potentially happening? Oh, let's get this. I haven't. Yeah, right. Angel says, but man, I hope what I've seen about Ball is not true. Ball, and the 4-star is god level, but apparently Noelle and Fire Panda might or may not be in Ball's banner. Which Panda girl is C6? Oh, I didn't even. Hazel, why you do this to me? Why, God? Oh, I didn't even think about that, Hazel. I forgot. I didn't even think. I was not even thinking. Hazel, bad. Bad, Hazel. I good, actually. I wasn't even thinking about that, man. What if the 4 stars in her kit, Mahoya would do that to you, wouldn't they? They'd be like, you want this fucking god level Archon because, we know we made her good because everyone has a fucking problem with us not making God sufficient. So guess what, rats? Here's your fucking pennies and all that. That sucks, man. Noelle is the problem. Shangling, yeah, something. But I think I'm also geared up with Shangling. I think she was also on the Razor banner, and I got a good bit of her too. Let us see. Where is she? This one. Yes, you have. Ooh, yikes. Yep, we're in bad territory, my friend. Noelle at least is not leveled up, but I have no interest in leveling up Noelle, even though I think she's one of the coolest characters in the game. Sayu will come to the standard event eventually, possibly by the time Garu is out, but I figured it'll be a bit more after. Yeah, I feel like it'll be much more after. Yeah, they tend to have a pretty good amount of depth, like time until it happens. Unless your specific characters are kind of just like okay, but not great. Well, it says now I need need 4 Claymore bullets, and I'll be able to get R5 Star Silver. Okay. Skyward Spine is her second best weapon, actually, if you don't have the math. Okay. Ooh, okay. I might take away Staff of Homa for Hu Tao and give it to Ball. Ooh, maybe. Although, do you want to be low health on Ball? Because you kind of want to like start throwing down damage, you know what I mean? Zach, you still here, Zach? You can throw down points? That was a fast-ass class. We're back. Hot damn. Lone Singer says, I don't care. I'm going for a purple store, lady. Don't let me do it. Don't syndicate, please. Please. Dude, you guys have no idea how much my soul rips out of my body when somebody says, like when a streamer who has like every character on those, like this is only a problem that's happened like kind of recently within some streamers. When everyone has like all of the, like it's just so much wasted money. Like, they're getting like C50 of a character, a 4-star, and I'm just like, oh God, not like, oh shit. We definitely need to bump up the points, for sure. For sure. Fluff says, newest DLC for AC Valhalla, some fun stuff happening with HoloLive, and on the 17th, Black Panther what? Black Panther's coming to Avengers? What the fuck? What's happening? Also, no one has replied when the Ganyu rerun is, like when the year anniversary is. I don't even remember when Genshin came out. But is it going to be out that week, or is it going to be a little bit after, before? That's my thing. I'm like, dude, if Ganyu shows up, then my fucking plans for... But I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, they're going to bait us out for... I think that's their play. I think they're going to be like, hey, here's this new Archon. Ooh, look at her. Ooh, that. And then the next week is going to be... or like, not the next week, but then the gap in between, it's going to be Ganyu rerun. And then we're just going to be like... Everyone's going to have spent their money on their Archon waifu and then be like, oh, fuck. Now I need to buy game. They're basically trying to bleed our Primo Gems, our free-to-play Primo Gems, or low-spender Primo Gems away so you have to fucking buy. And I don't know. Oh, 2.2? Oh, okay. Ayaka's birthday is in the Genshin anniversary. Okay. On the 28th. Oh, so it's a good bit away. Okay. 2.0 is a fucking good bit away. Okay. Thank you so much, Razor, for telling me that. I was curious because that gives me enough time to like buy ball, or like wish for ball, wait, recharge again, and then see if like Garu or what's his name is better. But we could also, I don't have enough to guarantee me ball, so I would maybe just guarantee me Garu. But what if Garu's ass and his charge attack is not very cool? I know Fluff is full of scent, but I still want his kit to be like fun and powerful at the same time. Fluff says, I have 200 star silver ore now, thanks to my brother and friend offering their world. Ooh, nice. Sorry, I just think it's funny. We're like, please give me your rocks. And I'm like, all right, well, that's weird. Sega says, I did leave and now I'm back. While my teacher gave us a break before continuing. Okay. Wait, so you're gone? You're back in it? Are you here? Or did you like come in, your teacher gave you a break, then you left? Or then you went back to class? I don't know. Should be crazy. Anyways, hopefully you're having a nice time studying. You're just absorbing all that data and information, Sekiri. A part of me wants to ask what you learning, but at the same time, I'm like, I look like a fool. Also, why is Amber in my party? Disgusting. Fluff says, starting with about 44 before a gathering from mine and others. Okay, I still need to do my own rock farm because I'm leveling up her bow. I'm not sure. Because I think, yeah, I feel like I'll be able to use Bennett to like give me energy recharge to where I could like hit something with Bennett, activate her E, and then pop off. You know, hopefully. Fluff says, I get back into Avengers game. Oh, in the Avengers game? Really, man? That was a buggy nightmare for a lot of people. How is it now? I heard that whole... I mean, I think that game looked like it was busted to shit. But maybe... Did they like, fix it? I just need to get in the habit of swallowing these things. Because I just keep, like, chewing them and then nothing happens. I'm like, fuck. God, why? Why are you in my way? Have I explored a lot of this place? Nah, not really. I explored less of this place. Azel says for the Ganyu rerun. Yeah, for the, you would say that 2.2 for the Ganyu rerun, man. That's awesome to hear because that gives me a good bit of time. And if it's not, then I'll just won't get her. But it is one of those things where people are kind of like, yeah, like, do you guys think they'll nerf Ganyu like what before they release her? No, because Mihoyo wants that money. I feel like they'll like Ganyu is like they know that like, yeah. I feel well. Actually, no, that would make sense because like what do you call it? Sekiri was saying something about like 2.2. I think is when like 2.1 we're gonna be introduced maybe to Scaramouche, maybe, but then in 2.2, that's when we're gonna actually get a Scaramouche maybe because they introduce him. Now they're gonna offer him in a banner. People wish on Scaramouche because they want this new badass Electro person, and then they release Ganyu on the year anniversary rerun maybe. That would be a good way to bait it because I don't think they will release Ganyu if they don't have a character that is equally as tantalizing as beforehand. Because I feel like they want people to spend their money and then or spend their free Primo Gems that they've been saving and then reinvest in the game. But that would be my thought process. I don't know if they'll actually do that, but you think. I think. What was I saying beforehand? Some bullshit. I forgot it immediately. Alone Sing, it says, I know I wouldn't be the best idea, Grin, getting C57 Noel for Ball and Sarah. I do it, and the anniversary is 9/20. Okay, gotcha. So it's good. It's still a good bit away, it seems like. Love says, I definitely want Garu to have a good kit too. A unique double charge like Yoimiya. Well, fucking not like Yoimiya. And Ganyu would be good, but I'll just be happy to see a Geo Arch appear. Yeah? I feel like they may fuck you on that one, Fluff. Azel says, yes, Sarah is her name, and let me tell you, Grin, she's going to rival Waterboy as Best Boy Bennett in terms of... Really? Sarah? Really? In what way? I just seen that she, maybe possibly, has like an ability to like, her ult is just like a giant fuck you of like electric damage, and then she does a backflip, basically. What do you mean? I mean, did she have like undertone buffs I just did not see, Azel? It pissed me off. There's so many of them. Every time I would choke. Every time I drink, I have to chew. I'm trapped. I haven't even been drinking my coffee, which is probably good. It's 7. It was 8 actually. I'm just take one more sip and then stop. Did I spill coffee on my way? No, okay, good. Ugh. All right. Avengers has improved a fair bit, but being rocky. Okay, sorry, my brain was not letting me read that. We can do one of these. This. Stop it. Where are you? You healing asshole. There, boom. Die. This. Black Panther and the War expansion has been reworked, and the UI offers. Okay, so yeah, they updated the game. Nice. So I think that it's getting. You think it's gonna get better? I think it's still kind of scuffed because it seems like they seem like they had a lot of work to do. But if they keep on it, it could be like a No Man's Sky redemption story, which would be nice. Fluff says, Avengers has improved a fair bit, but it's been wrong. All right, read that. Azel says, my Ganyu has collected dust in the bench, so I went to spend all my wishes on her. So far, I have 102. Wait, what, Azel? My Ganyu has collected dust in the bench, so I will spend all my wishes on her. So, you mean Ball, like Ball's manner to get Sarah? And Ball? Okay. Love says, COVID and 2020 slowed things down a bit, but Crystal Dynamics seem to really want to make the game worthwhile. They had a free week a couple of weeks back, which also had a game discount. Well, yeah, but it's also like the thing in game development where they always release, like, people gave Ubisoft so much shit for such a long time, and it's just like, guys, you don't even know how bad it could get. Like, every game. Which, the thing is, I think it's just dishonesty. I think so many people operate much, much better if you're just honest about, like, this is a game that we're going to have to build over time because our budget's not there or whatever it could be. But I certainly don't think it's by, like, not telling people how bad it is and then people being woefully disappointed by the fact that it is that bad. Second says, I don't think Scaramouche will be in 2.2. Maybe the person who will be the new world. Oh, really? That's weird though, Sekiri. I guess it's not out of the question because the first time we met Child was the first time we got him. And this technically wouldn't be the first time, but it still feels like she's kind of like a. Well, I guess she's been in the game longer than I guess. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. She's been in the game longer than a person, so yeah, just seems a little weird. I don't know. I wouldn't place that there. And massive 70 damage. Feels so good. I'm so happy and I love everything. This. This. God damn it. This. Oh, I didn't even do that. Fuck. That's fine. It'll buffs up my attack. Gives Yoimiya just a little bit more attack. Just a little bit. Man, again, if they were just able to like figure out the vaporize thing, she'd be killing it. But it's the fact that she applies cryo or water that just makes her a little fucky. Fluff says, I haven't had much of a problem with vendors by comparison, and updates coming the 17th would be an improvement. Nice. Plus Kate, Bishop, and Hawkeye have been both fun. Nice. I don't mean like literally like Yoimiya. Yeah, I know. I'm just memeing. It says apparently her support capabilities are going to be really good. Okay, for the ball bat. Okay, you're going all in with the ball bat. Nice. Fluff says there's been almost monthly content updates, events, and games, so it's quite fun currently, and should be even better with Black Panther. Yeah, okay, interesting. I've only heard bad things from the first like week of that game, and I was just like, gosh. How does this even happen? But it's good to know they're holding true, and hopefully there's a good wellspring of content and stuff there in the future. Well, I think Disney would be like, no, bitch, you're not leaving our game like that. You're gonna fucking make it good, or we're gonna sue your ass. I could see Disney being like, fuck off, you know? We gave you our IP and you're doing this? Hell no, you know? Angel says, my bad. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's all good. I know what you're trying to mean. Fuck it. Don't say it. Fluff says, so far, new characters are free. I think it's because no one's playing the game. They're like, we gotta get them back in before we can make money. The other OOL improve included the UI update, which are quite substantial. It doubled the lock storage size on each gear, hold more pieces. Oh, nice. So good improvements. Guys, these people suck. This person is the worst to deal with. It's not great. She feels like she has weirdly too much health. You know. Let's do this real quick. Do this. What? I didn't charge. Oh, this actually is weirdly no. You need to be like point blank to get the weird power application. Stop it! Stop it! I think my shield just wore off with Zhongli too. This is a little rough. Yeah, it was a rough launch, but it's mostly improved since. Yeah, man, that sounds awesome. I think they have a lot of work to do because I just know people were not pleased with the outcome of that game. I don't even have Venti on the Nobilis, the one set, because, yeah, I gave it to the other character. I was building Siren, I was enjoying it. Wait, did Yoimiya get a buff? No. We were discussing whether Yoimiya should get a buff or not. And we already kind of had a good old conversation where I was getting real into it and describing my whole thing. If you want to talk to me about it, I'll listen to you about it. How do you think, how do you say this? Duko? How do you feel about it, Yoimiya? Sorry, your name is a little hard for my dyslexic brain. Hazel says, when are we getting the rest of Inazuma 2.1's Lone Syndicate? Nice. I don't even know that. Nice. I guess that makes sense. It's all of the islands, or just I thought it was one more island they're saving. I thought for 2.2 or something. Or maybe the first half of 2.1 you'll get one island, and the other half you'll get the other two, maybe. So I thought there was 3 islands in total left to get. As long as it's a fun game, for my friend and I. Yeah, that's the other thing I wasn't considering yet. I think, like, even if a game is buggy to shit and the jaws are, like, bulging out of the people's faces, if the game is fun to, like, play with your boys, and that's probably just fun in general, you know? So I could see that being a solid argument for why the game is good in general. Or, like, it's, like, why people have played it still and how people are enjoying it still. I'm gonna throw a whirlwind at you as soon as this is done. This. Boom. This. I think I was way too close. Please, why did you turn water? Oh, I wasn't detonating it because, yeah, Yoimiya. Right. I think Shinsho's alt left. Man, I could see that being great for Ball. Ball's, well, maybe possibly, who knows? Ball's alt is wild. It like lasts, unless they change it, but it like not her alt, sorry, her E. Her E lasts a silly amount of time. So you'll have like, there'll be like no downtime for like, or there'll be like no, she'll dominate. The bad thing is that she'll dominate the application process, I think, for reactions, but yeah. And I think she'll dominate it in a bad way. She'll dominate it in the sense that I think there's like a 2-second timer on it, so she'll be the thing that detonates it probably, not the thing that applies it, which is sad. So maybe it won't work as good for you, Yoimiya. Unless you have, well, I guess you technically are building Ball for damage also. But it does mean her E is going to hit hard. Yeah, I'm not sure if the alt thing for Balls and Yoimiya is going to be the hugest difference. We'll see, though. I'm hoping to be wrong. Nanny says, just a reminder about the points increase for the stream. Do you want to look at it right now, Nanny? We could look at it right now. And by look at it, I mean I'll have to ask you guys, what do you guys think the points... So basically, with our new weird point system... I can, let me do this, and let me do this, and now we'll just melt. And dead. I said dead. And dead. Yeah, man, Zhongli on anybody is just significantly better than anything else. But anyways, also you can just basically just fire away. You're like a sentry, just going apeshit. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for those guys who do not know, we've installed in our stream a lovely jubbly point system, so you guys can redeem things like push-ups and whatnot, but right now I can basically set things up for a series of things. So let me go to big... Oh, I could have just went to... What am I doing? Oh, when I was reading a chat, I could have just went to big version of my face instead of looking at the stupid GIF thing. Oh, I forgot about that entirely. Well, fuck. Anyways, let me open up the dashboard here. Click, there it is. This okay, so for our lovely cloud bot, what the absolute F are we going to if we go to loyalty, store, I think, is it? No, it's loyalty settings, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so our stream points, basically, or channel points, stop it, that delete that. Where are you guys? There you go. Now I can see you. Okay, so yeah, so what should be our thing? Nanny says, okay, so for these are the metrics I'm looking at right now. Okay, points per interval. Basically every 1 minute you're getting 5 points, and if you win an event, if you like subscribe to the channel, you get 150 points. If you are a member, you get 2,000. That's why Nanny is so much. And if you donate, you get a shit ton as well. Okay. Cool. So why is that not 2,000? Fucking Streamlabs and all that other shit is not. Yeah, weird. Go. Yeah, I was at 200. It's not okay. Anyway, yeah. What should you guys get for every minute in the chat that you watch my dumb ass? Especially, but now the cost to things are like a 150, I think. So for a hydrant, it's 150. So that's like kind of the price range. For a high five, it's 55 points. Nanny says, I would like 50 to 75 points instead of 4. So it's similar to Twitch. Let's go with 75. That's fine. I want people to be able to spam the shit out of this. But that's 75 every minute. Maybe we should go with 50. That still seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of a lot. Guess it's not retroactive since I am already sub. Yes. Well, that's the thing I also want to ask you guys. I know Carthage isn't here, but I was going to ask Carthage and everyone, what are your channel points that you currently have over at Twitch? Maybe, in fact, maybe I can see that. But I was going to ask because I can actually manually. Can I actually show you guys this page? Is there anything fucky on my screen? Let's see. That. Merge, beta, all that. I don't think so. Unless I'm blind. But I'll just show you guys a peek behind the curtain. Here it is. So this is what it looks like. These are the channel points. So we got intervals, channel points 50. We got all these things. And if I go to the store, basically I can like show you guys specific things. So yes. So I've changed it to 50. So 50 points per minute. All right. So you're going to be able to give me a high. You're going to be able to spam high fives because there's not a lot of cooldown on high five. Anyways. Payout for live stream for live users. What does this mean? I don't know. Payouts to live users. Okay, this is the one that matters to me. How much do you guys think you should get for just being active users? Which I think is every time you comment, you get points. I've got 149,000 points over on those. Okay, so I'll give you that in a minute, Fluff. With the exception of don't be cruel. Okay, I don't want to, max out the fucking push-up points. Sorry for all that much money, because I don't have it. It's only 666. You can fucking spam that every stream if I don't fucking allocate that properly. Oh, also, give me a sec. What did you guys think you should do? Azel says 1 million. Fuck off, Azel. Don't you do this to me. How about 35 per minute? Okay, that seems a little bit better. That seems more reasonable. Well, 50. That's fine. Let's go with 50. High five is kind of meant to be a stupid meme anyway. And I can always cap it at like don't spam the shit, because you can put a global cooldown on things. What do you guys think that people should get for getting interacting in chat? I think every time you make a comment, you should probably get. Let's say 15. Let's say 15. It seems like a lot. Let's not do 15. Let's do 8. 8. You get 8, right? That makes sense? That seem okay? What's good, Lynn? Lynn says, I just called to say, where's Sayu? Sayu is coming out tomorrow. The video I have about her will be uploaded shortly, and I did not have enough material to make her really great. So forgive me. I didn't have also really good luck on the artifacts either. So forgive me. Interact is 10. You think 10? Okay. 10's good too. 10's like a lot of. It makes a point to make it so that people are rewarding those people. Okay. Let me go back to my big face. And let me save. First of all, save the settings. So now you guys are getting 15 points per minute. You fucking gluttons. All right. Gluttony. Absolute gluttony. All right. Store. Is that the one we're talking about? Yes, but no. Where is loyalty? Okay, so this is the screen. I think I can show you guys, right? Let me check again. Nothing crazy or sus on screen. We're okay. Okay, back to this. Okay, so this is what y'all are at. We actually killing it with this. Also, I can see the amount of hours y'all have watched. Lone Syndicate, massive. Yeah, in fact, I think you can write a command that actually tells. Give me a sec. I want you guys to do that. I want to see who has the best. I think commands. Default. Okay. For where is it? Load it. Okay. Somebody type. This. I'll type it. I haven't actually done this before. I'll do this. I think this should work. Come on, iCloud. You fucking bitch. Is it redeem that? No, it did. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we have Nanny, who has the most points. Fucking killing it. And we got Lone Syndicate has another amount of points. And now let's do the other command, which is, and actually, no, you guys do exclamation point top hours with an S. Still no look funny or kitty Carthage. Oh God, no! Did you not talk? I don't know if you can talk to the police about it. That may be a meme, but I feel like I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to try. But keep us posted, Carthage. I really want to. I'll be thinking about this late at night. Be like, God, I hope Carthage is okay. Let's go. Third night, Hazel. No one's typing the goddamn thing. No, not top, Hazel. Put top hours. So exclamation point top hours. So what I just did, except hours. There it is. Boom. Should happen in a couple minutes. There it is. Top hours. Nanny coming in with the most amount. No, that's points again. Because no, but there's no space. Lone City, there's no space in the hours. Sorry. There's no space in the hours. It's top yeah, top hour. Oh, maybe it knows what you're saying. And maybe it did. That doesn't make sense, does it? Oh yeah, because it tells everyone. It tells, yeah. There it is. Thank you, Fluff. Top hours. Yes, yeah, so top hours. Lone Syndicate with 5 hours. Hazel with 4 hours. Dallins with fucking 2 hours. Fluff with 1 hour. Bento with 1.5. Awesome. That's so cool. That's a command, so y'all can keep tabs on who has the crown. But in terms of who has the crown on Twitch, and me trying to regulate the thing back, this is the screen that we were just looking at. Here it is. What were y'all's points on Twitch? Because I can edit them. So right now, Lone Syndicate has Carthage. Carthage has been with my dumbass for an excessive amount of time, and Carthage is also looking for his cat. So I don't want to bother him right now. But Fluff, were you being genuinely serious that you have that many channel points on your fucking account, or was it a meme? If it's not a meme, that's both incredible and crazy. Where did you? How much did you say again? I'm trying to find your message. I'm losing it. Maybe you wrote it again. On Twitch, I have I have that many points. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this and see if it's gonna pop up any sort of weird fucky information. No, it doesn't. I don't think. Let's see time. This. Okay, Fluff. We are gonna give you a stupid amount of points. Will it know what I'm doing when I say that? Save. Fluff has got a fucky amount of points. Now I only. Oh wait. Oh no, that was Carthage. Sorry, that was Carthage. I gotta reset things. Where is it? Carthage has that much. Okay, Carthage. Boom. Boom. And Fluff had how much? Fluff had this much. Fluff over here. Paste. So I will add more, like, because basically it's not working right now, but every single time you cash in one of these, see this right here? Whenever you cash in that, it will, there'll be like things that play on the screen, noises, I'll add events and stuff like that. So yes, boom and boom. What is everyone else saying? Nanny says, I have 27 total points. Really? Okay, I believe you. Where is Nanny? Nanny's right there. This. Carly says, I'm taking a break right now because my head hurts from stress, worry about my... Yeah, try to take a breath, reallocate, find out what the best solution is to do from this point. Carthage says, now I have Carthage's points. So you can give or like trade points for what it's worth. Although I'm questioning doing that. Maybe I can ask you guys to do something, and I could give you points. Like when I convinced Fluff to have a cold shower for no reason. Hazel, you've been here for a long time. I'm gonna give you 10K. 10K because you fuck it. Where is it? Where's Hazel? I can't see you. Why aren't you? Hazel, you're not logged in? Or am I blind? Why isn't it in alphabetical order? What the fuck? There it is. Azel gets 10k because he's been here a long time and he always seems lovely. Boom. Lynn, good luck finding your cat, dude. I've been there. Oh no. Lone Syndicate. Did I not give Lone Syndicate some? Lone Syndicate, I'm gonna give you, I feel like now I'm setting a bar of who gets more and who gets less. I'm trying to think of how long people have been around. You know, contrast. Fluff and Lone Syndicate, or Fluff and Carthage are just fucking abnormal. They put up with me for far too long, for far too many years. I'm gonna go 80k. Because I don't know numbers, dude. I'm just gonna go that way. But also, Lone Syndicate's absurdly active in the chat, which I appreciate immensely. Ha! Fluff says, you should change the interval. It's currently at 50 minutes. That's far too long for 4 to 10 points every... Wait, what? Is that what it is at? That don't seem right. Let me go to Q. Store. Is it store? Settings? There we go. Interval... Oh! Okay, so this is the amount of minutes. Oh, in this... Okay, I meant to do this. And then 0. Or 1, I guess? Interval... Oh, okay, so it has to be every 5 minutes, just like Twitch. Okay. You can do fucking a minute? That's bullshit. Alright, so then what should we... What did Syndicate... 5 said we should do 75, which is what Nanny said. I'm gonna throw up... payout to active users... What does that mean? Currently, the viewer will earn on top of live amount, and they are talking in chat. How many times does this get cashed in, though? The viewer will earn on... Is this once per being active in chat? Or is this reset over? What's good, King Dan? What's good? We're doing basically monetize. We're figuring out how the hell our store is going to work out. So forgive me if it's a nightmare. Lone Syndicate says, I've been here, not as long as Carthage or Fluff, but I will say maybe second or third. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, second's been here. In terms of people who are engaged, I love you all the most. I'm not even going to have this conversation. King says, man, I miss the battle. Me too, King. I wish Gearbox would bring that game back, man. I think it was just a game that suffered from marketing hell. Also, I need to save. I need to save the results. 5 minutes, 50 for live, and 70 for active, question mark? I just, like, if they give you this every single time you comment, that's rough. If it's on, like, if they give you this every single time you comment within a 5 minute cycle, yeah, that's good. I'll just do 33, because that to me seems pretty, still a lot. It's a net advantage, I think. Well, maybe not net advantage, but it's still pretty good. So actually, maybe you're right, Flo. Maybe we should go less on the interval and well, let me do 66 and 84 or 85. All right, that way we're making. Also, I want to add. The hard thing is I'm gonna have to level things around. So do live for 50 and 25 for. Oh, you mean in total? Okay. Yeah, maybe 50 for live. I don't know why I just like 55. I guess 50 is more of a balance. And 25 for active. But I just don't know if it's like active per tick. You know what I mean? Like if it just says will earn on top of what they live on. But is this like, when does this come? When can you like? Because I like the idea of people like who are engaging and then like engaging over the course of a long period of time keeps getting that 25% thing. You know, to add into the 50. Okay. Which would, okay, I see, which would equal 75. Okay, nice. Okay, so it is better than Twitch, I think. Nice. Lindsay says, no, Lynn said, yeah, okay. Perfect. So that's all in order. Right now, we don't have many things to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to go use the washroom after we cash in this one set of push-ups, which, by the way, just to make sure we saved it. All right, back to big version of my dumb face. And this, and back to the game. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna. Oh my god, I used the washroom so badly. I drank so much nonsense. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're about on top of the live amount. So active users will get 25 points on top of the 50 points per 5 minutes. Okay. So did I put it in wrong, Fluff, or is it still acceptable? Anyways, let me do this. what do you call it? What was it? Nana cashed in. Push-ups. So guess what we doing? Push-ups. I might piss my pants mid push. So forgive me. All right, here we go. You guys see the thing? Okay. I very well might be able to do a ploach at this point, my dudes, or at least close. Because I started off doing this, and then I worked my way to being doing it all the way down. How do I use my points here? Right here. So you can see how many points you have by putting in exclamation points, and then Streamlabs, a commenter will come up and tell you how many points you have, and then you can redeem the points if you have enough. So to do push-ups, you can't do it anymore. We're ending the stream. Otherwise, everyone would just do the fucking push-ups as soon as I'm doing this. But yeah, there's hydrate, there's high five, and all that stuff. And if I ever get the alerts working, there'd be like a bling that appears on the screen. Like that's something I could show you guys real quick. Oh, if I go like this. This and where is it? Alerts. There we go. Alerts. So I'm not sure if this will work here. Let's see. So this is what it should look like. It should look like that. So when you guys cash in an alert, it should look like this, except it will say like, yeah, it will be like push-ups, and then I'll be like, ah. Also, when you guys, I made it really quiet, but you guys can kind of hear it. So you could put on like for the high five thing, I could hear like. Or I could hear like a drop and give me 20 for like the push-up redeem. And I'm sure it would scare the ever-living piss out of me. But yes. But yeah, those are all things that we can have fun with now that we have the point system. Oh my goodness, I gotta use the washroom so badly. I don't want to really drag with the stream. Yes, but Lynn has 50 points. And Lynn, if you have more points over at Twitch, then let me know and I'll give you them back here. Lynn says, dummy thick. What you mean, Lynn? What you saying? What you saying, Lynn? The Lone Syndicate says, before I forget, what is your Yoimiya looking like stat-wise, Grant? It's a fucking nightmare, Lone Syndicate. Don't look at me. Okay, not good. I got a 160. Oh, we can't see it. I got 160 crit rate, or crit damage, 160, 140 crit rate. My artifacts are pretty shit. It's not good. It's not looking good. I think I'm going to invest in the other weapon, the Inazuma weapon, and see if I can scale up that. Which, man, part of me wonders if it's just like if you're gonna use the other weapon, if you're much better off using the Bolide, because it's giving you're losing 10% damage, but you're always having as long as you're shielded. And I don't think I'll ever use her without a Diona or Zhongli. So yeah. Anywho, Lynn says, "Are you never streaming on Twitch again?" What are you talking about, Lynn? We stream on Twitch every Saturday. We're streaming on Twitch tomorrow. We always stream on Friday, Lynn. We stream on YouTube, and then on on Saturday we stream on Twitch, and then back on YouTube on Sunday. So we do YouTube, Twitch, YouTube. That's our pattern. And the reason why is because I can infinitely archive these on Twitch or on YouTube. Sorry. And also I have like all of the monetary things on YouTube as well, whereas Twitch I don't. But I also don't have a lot of the cool things like rating, which I really wish YouTube would add in some way, shape, or form, but unfortunately they haven't yet, at least I don't think. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to go use the washroom because I am going to lose my fucking mind. I'm so not in a good place. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy of absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I definitely want to edit this down and try to make a video about the whole Yoimiya thing, because again, we had a good discussion about it. I would love to talk your ear off about it more. But anyways, thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.